All right, we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, happy new year to everybody around the world. God bless you. We have an amazing show today, the first show of the year. So get in the comment section down below. Come join us. Have your say. I'm gonna send the link very soon. Working on it. So you can just click on the link and join us. And let's watch this game together. Arsenal against Brentford. And we're going to be discussing about football, really. We are not journalists or pundit. We're just having a good time, watching together and talking about everything and anything in football, right? So I'm here. I'm going to send the link very quickly. Give me a second. Just kind of getting everything all right. And then you can come and talk to us. Let's see what is happening. How everybody is doing. New year, huh? Happy new year to you. Okay. Link. So the game is about to start in 11 minutes. The game between Brentford and Arsenal. LCP. Well, like I said, we are going just to talk about football in general. I hope you all doing good. Say hi. Wish all the best for everybody. Okay. Chat here. Go back. Create. There you have it. Almost there. Let's chat. Let me try if it. Yeah, there you have it. So the chat is working already. All right. El Chippy. Good. So the chat is working. No problem. The link is gonna be pinned. Just on top of the chat. So if anybody wanna call. So that's the thing. The first thing done. The second thing we're gonna try to get is oh yeah, we have to get something called we have to get the radar. We have to get the radar. Switch to the get the radar going on, so you can see, you can have an idea about what is happening. Screen. 8 minutes to go. We still. Okay, I can hear myself, so I fix it. 8 minutes to go until the beginning of the game. Premier League. Arsenal against Brentford. What is your score prediction? Do you think Brentford can do it? Very difficult though. Very difficult for Brentford to do it. But why not? Why not? Oh, that is not what are you looking? Chelsea Gant. 2025, huh? Can you believe it? It's already here. This is crazy. Time is running, my friend. It's really, really crazy. Okay, so we have. There you have it. So the snow. No snow needed. Bam. Okay, so we are fixing everything slowly and surely. We are almost there. Almost there, my friend. Of course, the link been provided for you guys to call. Time to do so. Other leagues been playing some football. Algeria, Australia, Chad. What is Chad? It's Chad from Africa. Chad. Premier League. Chad. Yeah. Okay, one more thing that we're gonna do. We'll try to find streams. Browser. Yeah. So you have Arsenal slide stuff. I can't find a slide for Brentford, but I'm working on it. Probably I can find a way to put it there. Oh, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Slowly and surely we can. But don't forget to like, my people. If you like, many people can join us. Just click that like button if you want to help. No big deal if you don't want. I'm just asking. All right. So one more thing is missing here. Yeah, I can't find anything. Kind of lost. It is what it is. I think that is more than enough. So 5 minutes to go until the game starts. How everybody is feeling. The lineup. Yeah, I forgot to put the lineup. I have to find the lineup because it's gonna be difficult for me to kind of fix everything now. It's gonna be too late, so I have to put the lineup on the screen. So bear with me. Let me try to find it somewhere. Switch. Because that is very, very vacant for me. And that was between Ipswich and Chelsea. Let's find Arsenal. Yeah, it's not gonna be an easy game for Arsenal, but Arsenal know that they have to win this game. If they don't win this game, it's gonna be complicated for them. So they have to win it. But remember that this team here is good. Brentford been very, very good team. It's gonna be a walk in the park. It's possible for Arsenal to do something. Hello, Skylar, brother. What's going on?
Yeah, what up? Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New Year to you too, my brother.
Yeah, one more year on this planet. So
Yeah.
I hope everyone's safe and sound. Yeah,
Yes,
but
sir. Yeah, lucky and
everyone
grateful to
probably
be
is
here.
except for my club. It's not looking good. You know, a
Manchester
1 year.
United, man. What's going on with your club? You are all over the place at the moment.
Yeah, I mean there are so many facets of degradation. Like we cannot even pinpoint one because it's already been 1 year of Ineos, and the amount of mistakes and wrong decisions and all kinds of stuff they have done.
Mm,
I so wish like we could just turn back here and somehow we can be owned by the Qatari group,
mm,
because all these issues would have been solved. We wouldn't have the Glazers, we wouldn't have the depth, we wouldn't have a leaking stadium infested by mice. You know, but
yeah.
it is what it is. You live with what you got, and what we've got is very I'm very skeptical now, because I was very like okay with the transfer window. For me, our transfer window was very decent
Mm,
considering all the players we've bought. Because everyone I felt like they might not be good individually, but they
mm-hmm.
improved the ceiling of the team. So I
Yeah.
was very content. But now, when I retrospectively look at all these things, I'm a bit, disheartened, because the fact that they did. I read a piece today that they didn't, like, Amram was available in summer, but
Mm,
they didn't want to appoint him because they already invested money in Ten Hag. So they had to wait for 8 games and then sack him, and then you see what's happening. Because the players we bought, I think they are decent, especially with the back five and all that. I think we've got decent defenders. I think that's something he can build upon. But
mm,
he has a very, very big problem with the midfield and the two number 10s and the striker. So that's literally half, like three-fourth your 11. You know, and one more point is that we don't have wing backs. So that's a big problem for him. I think the centre backs we can get by. I think that's not a problem area. And
mm,
goalkeeper, it's 50-50, because Onana is like a coin flip situation. I'm not convinced with him. I don't think Amorim is either. So that's another. But I don't think he's like a big problem at the moment, because he did start the season quite good. It's just these couple of last games with the corners and all that,
mm.
it's been not looking good. But yeah, man, it's I think Amarim, he's only got 2.5 years contract, and if you read the reports, we don't have any money to spend in January unless we don't sell.
Yeah.
So even every transfer window is very important for him because of his contract. So if he wants to make an impact on this team, these people at Ineos, they need to back him fully, because otherwise, what's the point of giving him like a contract for 2.5 years? What
Mm-hmm.
is he supposed to do? At least we'll take one full transfer window, one full summer transfer window, to remove the players which he don't want, and to replace them. We need another one, because we cannot replace 8 players with 8 players. But we definitely have to kick out 8 players. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man, I'm a bit worried with Amorim. I do like the guy. I absolutely love his bruteness and bluntness in the press conference, but I'm getting a bit worried, because I don't think this management, they'll back him with the players he wants, because it's a very specific system. Back three with wing backs, two
Mm.
sixes and a 2 10s, and then your striker.
I'm a little
And we have
disappointed about Zirkzee because I liked the guy when he was playing in Italy. I was like, man, what a guy. And now he looks like he's not really adapting
yeah.
very well in the
No, no,
Premier League.
I think that's. I think the last game in which he was withdrawn after 32 minutes, that was Amram's fault, because you are playing him as an inside 10. You know,
Mm.
and with the midfield of Ugarte and Mainu, this guy. Uh, what's the other guy? I completely it's gone over my head. I mean, we didn't have a good midfielder. Ericsson, yeah, Ericsson. That
Mm.
don't work. Where is the legs? And Xerxes, he does. He's not someone who is going to run around like an idiot.
Casemiro
That's not
started
his
that
game.
game, right?
Yeah, Casemiro, his legs are gone. He is
Oh my
done, bro. He
goodness,
is
yeah.
completely done. Yeah,
And you
that
have
guy.
to deal with
Yeah,
that.
for him, he has to look at the Saudi treasure chest, because
Mhm.
he's done at the Premier League. That guy can't run.
When
So
I saw
again,
the midfield of Newcastle United, you
yeah,
have
Gimares, Joe Linton, and this guy. What is
Tonali,
it?
Tonali, right?
Tonali. Yeah,
Oh
like
my
literally,
goodness.
intensity at its peak, like steroid peak.
Yeah,
Joe
I was
Linton,
like,
that guy. Yeah, Joe Linton 2 seasons back, or probably a season back, he had the highest pressing stat.
yeah,
Can you believe him? He was a number 9 converted into a midfielder,
converted to
having
a
the highest
midfielder.
pressing stat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with Tonali, that guy. I mean, I saw him yesterday for like a proper fully game. He's built like a brick. That
Mm-hmm.
guy, and
Wow,
let's
that
not
guy,
even go
he's
with.
strong. He's bullying people for fun. I
Yeah,
still remember not long ago when he bullied the entire Chelsea team, like made them looks like babies. And then you're
yeah,
gonna put him to play against Casemiro. All the respect. He's a very good player, done everything, but the legs are gone. Ericsson, legs gone. I think the only guy that still have hope is Ugarte because he's very good, like defending, putting tackles. A
yeah,
little bit shaky when it comes to passing the ball, but
yeah.
if you're looking for just a proper old school DM, he can still help. So
Yeah,
United,
Ugarte has been actually been very good.
mm-hmm,
I was a bit unsure how he fits in the system because we need some amount of ball playing ability because we need that connection between the two sixes and that back three. But
yeah,
maybe we can get by. If you put someone like a ball playing defender against with him, so probably we can get by. But our big problem is, that inside two tens. I think that is one of the key areas he needs to address. And even before that, he has to get that wing backs position sorted out because in this system we don't play with wingers. So where is the width coming from? Because Delo, I think he's done. I think that's another guy. His time at United is up. I think we need to sell him for like 30, 40 or whatever, 50 million to Barcelona or something like that. And we need a very athletic left fullback, someone like a Nuno Mendes, who's going to go up and down. If you
oh
remember,
yeah. Nuno Mendes is
yeah,
a very very good
yeah,
call there because I liked him when he was a PSG. The problem is he had a very bad injury not long ago, but I hope he's fine. But yeah, that guy, oh wow, and I think he worked with the manager right before.
yeah, he was
He
at
was at
Sporting, yeah, he
yeah,
was, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I
And
think mm,
if you look at the history of the Premier League, the only team to win the Premier League with a back three is Chelsea, and one of the key players too in that was Victor Moses, and he was not a
yeah.
fullback. He was like a winger who
Yeah, he was a
converted into a
winger
wingback.
and he wasn't having playing time. And Conte was like, you know what? Now we convert you to a wing back, and he really
Yeah.
bossed it. Yeah,
And one thing he had like intensity. Like, he can go
yeah,
up and down, up and
intensity.
down. He was so good. That's why we need that kind of a profile because we don't have a left back. You cannot rely on Malacia. That guy. I'm kind of getting irritated by him because yesterday I saw him hanging out with Rashford, and these guys are like best friends. And yeah, man, I don't know. Malasia, I don't mind him too much because we only spent 15 million. I think we spent that Dan James money and we can probably recoup that. I don't know if we can because he had a very bad injury. But yeah, Luke Shaw, he's done. We cannot rely on him. So we need someone at the left wing back position. So we have been linked with a couple of players. And then we need another right back because I don't want to see Mazraoui playing right wing back. I don't think that's his game. I think he's a decent right back, but right wing back, I don't know, man. I'm not convinced. So maybe someone we can address that area as well. But yeah, he needs to get that wing back position sorted out because we are losing so much when we don't have that flying fullbacks because we play very narrow. If you look at what we're trying to do,
Mm-hmm.
we are playing a very like a how should I like a very vertical kind of football with no width because every time we go like to the fullbacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's very like it's very easy to defend. You just put two players on him. If you look at Ahmad, whenever he gets the ball, they always put two players on him because Ahmad he's not really naturally a wing back. He can play that inside in position, but not like not a wing back. So yeah,
Yeah.
we are trying to sell players today. I saw that propose that Anthony, Casemiro, Lindelof, and Eriksen. These guys are up for sale, but I don't. Two of the four players, I don't think they want to leave because they can go for free and get a huge payday in Eriksen and Lindelof because they've got 6 months left. And then Casemiro, we're trying to ship him off to Saudi. So and Anthony, I don't know. I don't think anyone is going to give us money plus take his wages because he's on 200 grand plus we paid 80. So at least we would at least like 30, 40.
Yeah,
So
I think
no
at
one.
some point you guys will have to do what Arsenal did at some point, which is
Yeah.
you have to take a nail at some point. I don't think you're gonna manage to get everybody out and get some money out of them. It's like,
Yep.
okay, if you trust the new manager, Just try to get some players on loan with obligation to buy here and there. Try to get some people out no matter what. Or just some of the contract need to be cancelled or whatever. Make a deal and restart all over, because the new manager need his own players. I just even read somewhere in the French magazine somewhere they say that the new manager actually want Victor Gyökeres from Sporting. Amorim want him. So if you're gonna bring Gyökeres, you need to get rid of some other players. I don't know if get rid of Haaland. I don't know, but Xerxes need to go back to Italy, man. That is the league that suits him. The Premier League.
Yeah, I mean,
looks like a little
with
bit
Xerxes,
tougher.
it was like it wasn't a Ten Hag signing. I mean, contrary to popular belief, because he's Dutch and we wanted him. It's not that it was a club signing, and they saw the potential in him and thought maybe Ten Hag can improve him, but it's clearly not worked out. And whatever happened last week with the whole booing and all that, I think it could be the end of him as well. Maybe not in this January, but definitely he could go to Juventus because his ex-manager is there. So, and they need him. So maybe we can get him out and probably use that, reinvest that money. But again, with Gyökeres, if he comes, he will be the number 9 because he's 27, and Haaland is 22. I mean, he will be 22 when the next season starts. So, having a 72 pound million player on the bench, I don't know that I'm not convinced, because that's too rich for us, because we need to address other areas as well, and we cannot blow up our whatever budget we'll have, because we are not getting Champions League, and we will be out of the Champions League 2 years in a row, which means we are going to lose 15
A
million
lot
of
of
the
money.
Adidas deal. Yeah, we won't be getting that Adidas money, not the Champions League, not any, unless we win the Europa League.
Yeah,
So,
and even your front shirt sponsors, I heard that those sponsors, you have like clauses, Champions League clauses on those contracts.
Exactly.
Like they're gonna give you
you're right.
less money if you're not qualified or something
Exactly,
like that.
yeah.
And that's
And
why
if
Chelsea
they,
are struggling. Chelsea can't even find a sponsors. There are so many of them, like gambling companies or other big companies that offering like less money, and Chelsea want like 40 million plus, but they are not in the Champions League, and they say, no, we're going to wait until we qualify. That's why we don't even have a sponsor. So you're going to lose a lot of money by not being in Europe. Oh, Arsenal are getting a corner, and everybody is singing corner, corner. Oh, my goodness.
okay.
Because they always like corner is like, it didn't give anything though. It's just stupid corner. I think many people already figured out how to deal with them. In corners, you have to push them, don't give them that momentum. But still 0-0 people is a 10-minute in my location. Yeah.
Yeah, with Gyökeres, like, we don't have any divine right to get him. Say if Chelsea come in, because let's be honest, I think you need another number 9. I mean, Jackson is doing exceptionally well, and I do like him, but I think you need a different profile.
Yeah,
For
but
someone
the
of the bench.
problem with Gyökeres, I respect him. How can you even say no to somebody like him? The problem is we have a lot of people with his profile at Chelsea, even though they are not in the same level yet of scoring. Jackson is 22 years old. Gyökeres is 26. In 4 years from now, Jackson might get that level if he keep on walking. So all I want at Chelsea now is a bully, a proper Van Nistelrooy kind of a proper striker, number 9, tall, powerful, like that presence in the box is what Chelsea need. So there are certain.
I mean, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you went for that guy, Moradin.
Omorodion, we went for him, and we wanted also John Duran, but for some reason, George Mendes, Cristiano Ronaldo agent, and he's the same agent for Joao Felix and Pedro Neto and whatever. Omorodion came to London, actually, have had his medical already, took some pictures already, was waiting for announcement, and then George Mendes called and, hey, I don't know where to put my client, and Chelsea want to keep some relationship with him. So because they got, he got them Neto, and then he's gonna bring Joao Felix. That we didn't really need that guy. Chelsea didn't need another number 10 or number 8 or second striker, because you have Nkunku, you have even many Enzo Fernandez who is playing that place. Estivao Willian is coming. Andrew Santos. They have so many players from that position, and you have Palmer. He doesn't get injured, and then he's good. Even when he's not good, you just leave him on the pitch. So it's gonna always be difficult to put somebody in that position when Cole Palmer is fit. We didn't really need Joao Felix. We needed somebody like Omoro Dion who can offer us something. Look at him at Porto now. How much he's gonna cost. And we agreed already on the fee, 35 million. Whoa, Brentford just scored 1-0. Brentford 1-0, people.
Who scored? Who scored up?
They're still celebrating. I was a little distracted. Let me tell you who scored. But it's 1-0. They're still celebrating now. So I was watching in another screen and I watched just the goal. But they are celebrating, jumping on somebody else. Yes, Mr. Aziz is in the building. So Omoro Dion or a proper number 9 like Tall, Osimhen or Boniface. So that's that kind of number 9 that Chelsea need. I respect Gyökeres, very, very good player, but I think Chelsea need a different profile. Aziz, what's going on, brother? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. Hey, I'm sorry for yesterday how I lashed out on all the players at Chelsea. I was emotional.
You don't have to apologize.
No.
Anybody.
New year, new me. This is
new you, new me. We just have fun here.
I know. I promised I wasn't going to lash out on Chelsea, but something I couldn't just take it.
Yeah.
For 3 games, I couldn't just take it no more. Well, I just want to say, Disasi, I'm sorry if I've abused you. I know it's not your fault. I blame the club for acquiring you. You're only doing what you are only doing what you know how to do best. You know some players that they can't be the next Ivanovic. They can't be the next John Terry. You understand? You can't teach somebody that. You get what I'm coming
yes, sir.
from?
Yeah.
You can't teach someone that is not that good.
You can't teach old dog new tricks.
New tricks.
That's yeah.
You can't teach old dog new tricks. So is what it is. I'll accept Disasi for what it is.
This Mboimo guy got a big head, bro. He's from Cameroon. He's scoring for fun.
Yeah, he's from Man City.
He's from Man City?
Yeah, it seems so, yeah.
Mboimo, the guy.
Yeah, Mboimo was from Man City.
He plays for Brentford now.
He was from the academy.
Oh, yeah? I never knew that.
Yeah, I used to have him on my FIFA 2022.
Oh, man, I don't play FIFA anymore for 2 years now. I don't play those video anymore, but my Blue Army love to play. They always beat me anyways, so I'm too old for this.
It's too real.
This guy, he got a big head, bro. Him and the other guy from the DRC, what's his name? Wissa. Those guys, I was thinking that Brentford are gonna struggle. Because remember they sold what's his name again?
Tony.
Yeah, Tony. So they sold Tony, and I was like, you are going to struggle. And look at them. They don't care. They're just beating teams for fun.
Man, this season is just crazy, man.
And Chelsea are losing against the team that they're supposed to beat. Life is not fair, man. But listen, that was last year. Hopefully, we can start this year like all gun blessings. You go there, you beat Crystal Palace. We are back in business. I'm not saying we're gonna win it, but we're gonna play a big role when it comes to who is gonna win, because we're
Oh
gonna.
no, he didn't play. Sorry, sorry to cut you. He was never a Man City graduate. Sorry, he came from
Okay, you.
Troyes AC
Okay.
before
Okay.
joining Brentford. He came from the French league.
Yeah, I never watched him in the French league, or probably back then I didn't really know who he was. Yeah.
Oh man, this season has just been up and down, man. I have to go to work later today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The most important is you had like your New Year Eve off or something to enjoy with your kid,
Yeah.
and
I
then
was,
yeah.
Don't let us talk about it.
Yeah,
You
don't.
understand?
Yeah.
I just had to come home this morning.
Yes, sir.
And
So,
I had to, my daughter started at day center today.
oh, okay.
So I had to
How
drop
she's
her.
coping with it?
Oh,
She cried when you let her there, right?
she
She's cool
she
with the
likes
friends and
toys.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's used to stay with me and the mom. So
Mm-hmm.
when during the wedding, she didn't want to mingle with all the other family.
Oh,
She wants
okay.
she only wants me or the mom to carry her. So my mom was like, nah. Either you bring her home to Africa, or
Yeah.
which obviously I'm gonna take her home to Africa when she's like 7. I'm supposed to stay maybe a year with my mom.
That's what I always do. You have to bring them to the root so they understand
Yeah.
how other kids are over there. It's make them better people.
Yeah. So I'll take her
Because
home.
they will say they will see how spoiled they are
Yeah, man.
in
How
America,
tough
and
it is. They'll be
yeah.
throwing food away. They'll be doing tantrum. Man, I couldn't even do a tantrum. My mom or dad would just look at me with one eye.
Yeah, man.
Can you imagine? My own daughter too. She has her own TV. Can you imagine that? A 1-year-old baby.
Yeah. Yeah, they have their me here is like the grandparents are like spoiling them with all the new stuff. I try to limit like telephone, cell phone stuff. Don't take your cell phone, your iPad. Go to when you go to sleep or when we are eating. Everybody need to put the phone in a box. Have a conversation, a real conversation. Or you say, now let's go play football outside. Let's go to the park. No cell phones, no nothing. Those little things help them to just focus on certain things and discipline themselves on, because now it's like everybody is focused on the iPad. You have to go outside, play real football outside, right? So that's the way it is. Boimo is, yeah, thank you, Mr. Skylar. Boimo scored. And thank you for helping. Oh, thank you for stopping by. 19th minute. I can't even
So,
celebrate.
Mr. Are you going to be in Atlanta during the Club World Cup? We can link up, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it if it's gonna be possible, but like my life doesn't belong to me anymore. That's the problem. Like somebody is calling. Like I used to travel. We used to travel like when we want, but now it depends on school of somebody, pick up somebody, babysitting, do this and that. So it's kind of limited. You have just to plan a vacation or something with everybody's. But yeah, I would try. It's a World Cup. Imagine if we win that Club World Cup. Oh man. And then our season is gonna be good. If we can win like the Conference League, we fight. I wanna win the FA Cup. We win the FA Cup. We win the Club World Cup. Three big trophies, bro. That is gonna be an amazing
One
season.
question: what are we doing with Modric? Have they finished with his case or what?
No, it's under investigation. Those stuff take a little bit of time to go through. So we're still waiting for B sample, and then after that, if it's confirmed, Mikhailo Modric got the right to appeal. You know, there are different level of appeals. And then after the appeal, the Premier League or whatever organization are gonna make their decision. They're gonna say, oh, 4 years, 2 years, whatever, suspension. And then Mudryk is gonna take the case to the next level. They're gonna take the case to CAS, which is like in Switzerland. They are like the highest court in terms of sport justice over there. Like even here in the NBA, NFL, all of them, if they've been accused of something, they go there to Switzerland to fight the case, and then most of the time they got less sanction. So let's say if he got 4 years, they're gonna cut to 2 years. So that is, but I'm still hoping, fingers crossed, the B sample came clean, and he's not gonna be suspended. That is gonna make me very happy, because I want Misha to play football again, to learn and to grow. If you're gonna be out for 2 years and you're still in the level that he is right now, when he comes back, he's gonna be like 25 years old, and it's gonna be almost impossible for him to make it to the next level. Mark, you are in the building.
Yes, sir.
Why are you talking too low? Like did you drink too much last night or something?
No. Maybe the laptop is far from me, so can we hear me clearly?
Yeah,
now?
we can hear you. No, don't worry. I was joking. Don't worry. Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess we are talking about, if I look at the description, we're talking about Tottenham Hotspurs, Manchester
everything,
United,
and there is a game that is happening right now on your screen. If you look on YouTube, Brentford are leading 1-0 against Arsenal.
Yeah, that tells everyone that sometimes the English game is unpredictable, and so
don't
far
say
as
that
you think
because Arsenal can still beat them.
No, I know Arsenal should be favorites in this game, but who knows what will happen? Because there are certain teams, they will just target you, and the moment they get hold of you, they kill your dream. And I believe Liverpool fans are now happy. They are saying, "Oh, we are, favorite for the, title challenge." You can't say that until maybe 2 or 3 games to the end of the league. That is when you'll be certain, and even depending on the points that is between you and the person who is at the second position. So the English game, anything can happen. A bottom team, how can even Ipswich beat Chelsea? It doesn't make sense in a way, because if you look at Ipswich, they are down there and we are at the 4th position when they beat us. But yeah, they were able to beat Chelsea. So it tells you that if you are a fan of any football club and you think your club is doing well, you might be laughing at the wrong side, And even if you look at Manchester United, don't be surprised if they can go into Sunday's game and win against Liverpool.
Yeah, that is possible.
Yeah,
because it's a big game, and
do you want to bet on that? Any charity you want, $100, $200. United is not sniffing a draw.
Come on, they went and beat
No,
City.
but
They went and
United
beat
is not.
City.
Okay. Let me even make this
Never
bet
say never,
interesting.
Aziz.
Let me make this bet interesting. If United scores 2 goals, I owe you guys $100. Any charity you want.
Yeah. I'm gonna
swear
say that
down,
I'm gonna clip you.
I swear, I'm down with it.
You know, Manchester United and Liverpool are like a derby. They are not in the same side.
Mr. O's, not this Manchester United. Not
yes,
this
I know,
Manchester
but I've seen worse.
They are in a turmoil. They are in a
Mr.
turmoil.
O's,
And
yes, sir.
you're gonna see slaughter on Sunday. You're gonna see 7-0.
7-0 again.
Aziz.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if United go to Anfield.
You're gonna see a slaughter on Sunday. Thank God. Ouch. Yeah. What time are they playing the game on Sunday?
Look at City and Manchester United. Nobody saw that coming.
I
But they
know.
were able to beat
I knew City and Manchester United. City was on turmoil. Any team could beat City at that moment. Informed Chelsea would have beaten City at that moment. You feel where I'm coming from?
But if you look at some of these derbies, you can't just predict because anything can happen. Those big games, you'll be
Okay.
shocked Manchester United can go
So,
into Sunday's game.
The game is gonna
They'll
be.
beat Liverpool.
The game is gonna be on
Let's
Sunday.
do this. Let's do it interesting.
Let
If
me
Liverpool
answer to
don't
one
beat
of
them
your
3-0,
questions.
$100 or any charity you want.
It's gonna
I
be
swear.
11:30 Eastern time on Sunday.
Mr. O's, any of your charity you want us to donate, I'm ready.
Animal charity, give it to the
Any
cat and the
charity.
dog. I think.
Yeah, I don't care.
I've seen Manchester United go to some.
Mr. Oz, I'm giving Manchester. Okay, I want to be fair to Manchester. They are not going to score 2 goals.
Okay.
But they will win.
But if they win,
they will
can
win.
score
That's
one
what I'm
goal.
trying to say.
They might score one goal and win.
To make the bet so good if Manchester United draws, I owe your charity $100.
Okay. Okay.
I'm telling
society.
you. Who wants to stop Salah? Inform Salah.
He can have a bad day.
Come on, Salah.
Okay. He has a bad game. Who wants to stop Gakpo? Who wants to stop Gakpo?
I've seen the entire team. What if they have like stomach bags?
Okay,
It's happened. It might happen that you
Mr.
have you
nothing
eat
will
bad
happen.
food.
This one has been ordained by the gods.
You might have a stomach bags or something.
Mr. Oz, this game is ordained by the gods. This one they are not losing.
Phantom of many topics say that Liverpool has already won it. There is no title.
I'm telling you, Liverpool has won this game even before playing.
I don't think so, bro.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think
You think Manchester United losing like almost 3 games on a row will just go to Anfield and say, "Hey, Anfield, here we come."
Okay. I want to ask a question. Is Bruno Fernandes playing that game?
Oh, Arsenal just scored.
I thought Arsenal would beat those people, man. Who scored? Havertz?
Should be somebody though.
Hey, you were saying something.
Oh man, it's gonna be a long day.
Why is it slow in my place?
It's Gabriel Jesus. He's scoring like.
Oh, he has scored. Jesus has scored again.
Gabriel Jesus. The guy is possessed at the moment. You know, like a December, January is like when Jesus is, Jesus is born. Jesus rises again, and then you see Gabriel Jesus scoring. It's spiritual.
He's somebody they underrate him so much that he's a good striker. That guy, very sneaky.
He doesn't stay fit though.
By the time you realize.
Yeah, he doesn't stay fit. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. So
obvious. It's most likely Arsenal will win.
Arsenal will win this game, man.
So let's just give them the 3 points.
No, it's still there. It's still, the problem we have with this kind of teams is like every time they play Chelsea, they turn to be like prime Barcelona or prime Real Madrid or something. When they play against other teams, they just can't keep a result. But against Chelsea, they're gonna park the bus, the airplane, the whatever.
Don't you know? Like Liverpool, Chelsea is the most hated club in England, and I don't know what is it, ranging from the referee association to the FA to like sometimes we are treated so like if the ball fell a score, if it was City or Manchester United, that ball would be a goal. Look at how long it took them to review the video. How long it took them. So sometimes like we are treated unfairly. And I don't know what is it about. Like, I don't know. It's so crazy. So crazy.
Yeah, even the penalty that they gave for Liam Delap,
Just
I
look
think
at that
that
one.
wasn't.
Look at that instant. How could that be so like? How could that be a penalty?
Mr. Oz,
Yes, sir.
yo, I'm about to start getting ready for work, man.
No problem, my brother. Thank
Yeah,
you so much. God
yeah.
All
bless
right,
I'll
you.
call.
happy New Year
What
to
time
you.
will you leave?
After this game, probably when the game is done, and if I don't have many calls, I'll just leave. But yeah, I'm still here.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay. For my break, if I get to work, I might pop
You
up.
might pop up and call again.
Yeah.
Drive safely, my brother. Love and peace to the family.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you so much. Yes.
So, let's talk about Manchester United.
Yes, sir.
If you remember, when this guy was
Amorim.
coming in, I think
You didn't like
Amorim
him.
was
You don't
coming.
like him.
No, I like the guy. You know, we were linked with Amorim,
Mm.
but he chose not to make a decision. Then all of a sudden, I heard Amorim is going to Manchester United. I thought it was a joke. Then I went to check on some reliable sources, and true enough, it was
Yeah,
happening.
it's
And
him.
I said, how can you take such a decision? Like, you are in December, or I'm saying that you are coming in January to take a team that is struggling. That is the most, I don't know, reckless decision you can ever take in
Mm.
your football career. Like, if I was Amorim, I would just wait. I will wait till the end of the season, and as the season is unraveling, I will just look at every player's performance. I'm going to monitor them. I'll go on a verbal agreement with the team so that the contract will not be given to another coach. I will watch each and every player. The players that suit my tactics and those I will not need. Then by doing so, you can also try to talk to some of your players at Lisbon and see if they can come to Manchester United. Then you will ask the club to go for those players. But you just entered into a mess that has been created already, and I don't see how he's going to survive this. It's going to be very, very difficult for him to survive, because if you look at the situation right now,
Mm.
it is even worse as compared to when Ten Hag was there. It is so bad, and they lose so big. Like, most of their games, they lose. The average will be like 2 goals, which is not a good thing at all. So I feel like
He
he
made a
has to
mistake
he
by
has to
coming
be careful.
early. That's what you mean. He made a huge
Yeah,
mistake by coming.
he made a very big mistake, because there is no need for you to come in early and take this disgrace. That would be like your performance will be questionable. People will be asking themselves, is he the right person to lead us? And if you don't take care, it's going to interconnect with the following season if you don't get the right players. Because as it stands right now, they have to get rid of a lot of players.
Mm.
They have so many bad players at Manchester United, and sometimes you ask yourself, how can this person be playing for Manchester United? If you compare the days where they have Eric Cantona and that era left, and Paul Scholes and all those people came in,
Mm.
and Cristiano Ronaldo was in between Paul Scholes and the newer generation. Even I can tell you, Manucho, that Angolan guy who came and people thought he wasn't that good. If Manucho is in this team, he will play ahead of all the attackers they have right now. Demba, is it Demba or Jemba
Jemba
Jemba? There
Jemba.
was a Cameroon Jemba Jemba. That guy, if he comes in right now, tell me the midfielder who can compare himself to. And those were players who were underrated, or they didn't value them at the time when Cristiano Ronaldo was there. There are so many players. Look at Javier Hernandez, Son. Look at Son or whatever. What is Kim? I've forgotten the name. The South Korean guy. He was so bad. Like, that guy can score. He can do anything with the ball. Very intelligent player. And you compare with the players they have right now. It's so sad. If Vidic is watching Manchester United right now and see Maguire and all those players making a mess at the back,
Mm.
he would be very sad about the situation. Look at Berbatov, very quality player. So at this time, I think they have to sit down, just look at the whole situation. If I was Amorim, the only players I will keep in this squad, probably I will keep Manu. I'm going to keep somebody like who else? Maybe Diogo Dalot. I will keep that guy. Who else? Like I'm not going to keep more than 10 players, and I'll get rid of everybody. Bring in my own players. Look somewhere people that are willing to die for that team. They can just bring in those players and they can do something for them. As it
Okay.
stands right now,
Yeah.
it looks so bad, and they have to be very careful.
Let me read one more comment and then let's go and say hi to our brother Makin. So Phantom of Many Topics is going to Germany. He's gonna be in Allianz Arena doing a tour. It's gonna be January the 9th and all that. Enjoy your time over there, my brother. You asking me if I've been in Germany? Yeah, we have a border with Germany when I was living back there. I've been in Germany in a city called Stuttgart. Because they have, I had back then. I had like an uncle and another friend who used to work in the Mercedes-Benz factory over there. So it's quite expensive, a little town, but because they have that Mercedes-Benz factory over there, that the houses around the town kind of expensive. But yeah, I've been in Germany a few times in the past.
Germany is a nice place.
I
I've
hope
been
you
in
enjoy
Hamburg, Frankfurt.
your stay and your vacation over there. Yeah, very, 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 very good people. Because when you think about Germany, my girl is also from Germany, right? His parents are from Germany, so I have some kind of German blood here in my house. So kind of I love Germany in that sense. Like I can't say anything wrong against German.
Oh yeah, it's a
and
nice
stuff.
place. Man.
They
I
have
have
a
a family
beautiful
in
girls
Hamburg.
and yeah. So just like
Um,
my beautiful girl. So yeah, me and Germany, we are together, bro. We are together. So that's the
German
way
for
it is.
life.
Mr. McKean, my brother, talk to us. Happy New Year to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah.
Happy
Yes,
New Year,
sir.
my king.
I'm seeing you guys are picking up on the topics. Yeah, I'm just wondering
Mm.
from our next game. Yeah, we don't have any hard games until February or even March.
What
This
do you
is
mean
not the
by
time to
hard game? Because that is
like
on
top
paper. That's what we
16.
said against Everton and against
Yeah,
Ipswich
exactly.
City, right? There is no small game. What you can say small game could be that FA Cup against what team? Morecambe is the team. Morecambe is the team that you can say because they are from League One, and then we can beat them. But other than that, I don't see any easy team in the Premier League, my brother. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying yeah, easy teams. As in, we're talking about caliber here. There's a difference on that when it comes to there's no such thing as an easy game. The
No.
same way there's no such thing as a bad footballer. It's just that we have to understand here that these teams here that we're coming up against here pose less threat and have less spend less time in this type of competition. Like this upper echelon, this is not what they're supposed to do, but they're doing it. And I just feel like we should be matching expectations at least because it seems like it seems like Maresca folded for a top four. He settled for a top four when it would be more acceptable. This is probably why people are mad at him. It would be more acceptable if he did his best, used everything he had in Arsenal, and played to our best of abilities. We just happened to just be in fourth.
Yeah,
Because
I
you
think
remember the
he hasn't really tried. He doesn't go
yeah,
for it when you need. Like people want to see like KOs the last minute. Like what do you have to lose? 20 minutes to go, and you are 2-0 down. You don't have to play the tiki-taka thing because they are not even playing football anymore. They're trying to get the result. That has nothing to do with the structure anymore. Sometimes go for KOs. That is mentality, physicality, just fight. And you have
yeah.
somebody who can fight in the box like Gio. And you bring another guy who is going to be tiki-taka structure, let's play from the back. They are not even attacking anymore. They are protecting. So if you go a little bit for KO, okay, let's go for it. If we lose, we lose. There is no guarantee that you go for KO and you're not going to lose. But at least go
And you
for
know
it.
what? And oh, sorry, that's the difference between us and Liverpool. They're supposed to be our rivals right now.
Yeah,
We're supposed to be going back and forth with them.
yeah.
They just kept
We
up.
lost
We
it.
haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is another
because we had that.
aspect. That
We had that
aspect.
once.
Yeah, that aspect that Maresca need to understand that there is not only one way of playing football. Sometimes you just have to go for a result because the game is not demanding the structure. The structure is not working anymore. Let's go for a fight. And I know one of the press conferences after the game against Bournemouth, he came out to say you have to get dirty, get your shirt dirty because not every game that you're gonna win the way you plan it. And today we got our shirt dirty
And you
and we
see,
got
that's
the
what
result.
annoys me about this man. Yeah, he
And then
says stuff like that,
and
and
then
he doesn't do
he
it.
doesn't do
And
it.
then
That's the problem.
he compliments people like Jao Felix and Sancho and all these guys, and he doesn't play them in a right manner. Sancho, yeah, we're playing him like he's an out and out winger, and now if he has a bad game, one bad game, yeah, he's a bad player. All of a sudden, every game he's being judged by game. It's not fair, man. Like
Yeah.
you need to play these players in a rightful position where if we happen to lose, fans will be okay with it. They will still, you see what I'm saying? They still, even players will still have the chin ups
Yeah.
because he's looking like a yes man at the moment, and his whole thing, his whole shtick when he came was to not be a yes man. But every decision he's making, it's like in the press, he's not a yes man. He has personality, he has bravado. But then when it comes to like decision making and actually getting it done, it seems like he has no power. It seems like he's a very yes man. It's looking like it. And it's looking like our winning streak here is based on the directors fixing their own mistakes. I don't think it's credited to Maresca. They learn from their mistakes. I think that's what happened.
Yeah, I hope we learn very, very quickly because this season we could have really done something special. And it looks like Maresca was determined to show people, oh, I told you so that we are not ready, so I have to do this way. So, yeah, we are not ready. Most of the times that Chelsea won trophies, we were not ready. 2012 when we won the Champions League the first time. Look at that team. Injuries, aging players, kid from the academy. Some people started even in the Champions League final. You see
Yeah, like,
that
how could
season.
you care more? How could you care more about your image in this situation? He wanted to look like he was right. Oh,
Yeah,
remember
that's
I
the
told you
problem.
we wasn't ready. Flipping
Yeah,
narcissist.
I
And
thought
this is the bad side of Guardiola here that people don't like. And you're showing it before winning cups.
that's the problem. You can't neglect any cup like the way he sabotaged the FA, the Carabao Cup. Also, You have 5 changes on the. Is this almost the same situation? You have 5 subs. Until the last minute, Gil was there. Everybody was there. The brother refused to make changes against Newcastle away. I'm not saying we're gonna win. At least try. So some of his behavior is just telling you that he doesn't really care about that. He cares more about being right and say, I told you so. Or yeah, because we are not ready, let's go and spend 5 more years so we can be in the same level. No, you can surprise people.
That statement, I think, I don't really like it because if your boys are really playing good, there is no need for you to be saying that, oh, we are not in the title race. No, hell no. You need to let them know the sense of urgency in whatever they are doing.
Well,
And you can't just
he doesn't
tell
have
them that,
to
hey,
say it in the media.
psychologically you are saying no, but even it doesn't look good. Psychologically, you are telling them that, oh, we need to take any resource that comes our way, and they are not going to make any effort. And some of the fans were going with the same thing. Even on
The
our
problem
platform
is
here,
you
people are
don't
saying
you don't have to go public on it. Probably he told them in the back room like, hey bro, we have a chance here, but let's go game by game. Keep walking because you know what the price is gonna be in the end. Put in mind that we could do this, so let's go game by game. But you're not gonna come in the media and say something. My problem with
even
him,
if you are trying to play mind games, regardless, the likes of Brentford, Fulham, and all those teams, they still see Chelsea as a big club, and as you said, they come in with a whole lot of very high energy mentality, and they give us a lot of problem. So you don't have to be saying that, oh, we are not in the title. Yes, we are, and you have to let them prove to every team and let them work so hard, because some of these games that we lost, they could have done a lot about it. Like our game against Fulham, we did everything possible. Just by some stupid mistake, we conceded the last minute,
Yeah,
which I
but
think is stupid.
Mark, those are signs of a man that's not in control.
No, but the manager is not in control. But whatever you tell your boys, psychologically, football is all about psychology.
No, because
Psychologically, you are telling them that any
you
resource.
can't throw your toys at the pram, yeah. Because it's kind of like you're throwing the toys at the pram because you didn't get the players you wanted. Mourinho went on a similar rant like that. When things got bad in Mourinho, he used to say stuff like this. Oh, what do I care? I didn't buy these players. We need more players. Oh, we need this, we need that. I think even Thomas Tuchel did it one time. And that's the
No,
thing of
but
the
if you are
old because
telling you that
we're
that
dealing
is
with
unprofessional,
we're not dealing with managers no more. We have active directors. We need coaches that can make these players work in that system. Managers is of the old. We don't do that anymore. And I think Maresca is working from that system when he's coming out saying, "Oh, I don't have the players. Oh, if we lose, it's not my fault. They didn't give me the freedom to choose what I wanted." You see, like it's kind of like blame game. You can't play blame games. Look what happened to Adam and Eve when he blamed Eve. God slapped him. You have to be responsible at some point.
Okay, people. So let me say something here. It's a halftime 1-1. Gabriel Jesus scored for Arsenal, and Bournemouth scored for Brentford. It's halftime. Let's wait and see what's gonna happen in the second half. But Arsenal looks like they are very, very determined to win this game, and they might do it. Let's just wait and see. People's Republic, the floor is yours.
Ooh, Happy New Year.
Yes, sir. Happy New
Happy New
Year to you
Year.
too.
Happy New Year.
I hope you all arrived to the New Year with 10 fingers. You didn't blow them up with fireworks.
Doing what?
Fireworks. You know, Christmas, the
Oh
New Year
no,
fireworks.
yeah, New Year. You let other people do it, and you just enjoy the spectacle. Not,
For free, yeah? You don't waste money for that business.
yeah.
It's very expensive nowadays, that fireworks business. So it's true. And if everybody's doing it at the same time, so if you come with your 10 cent fireworks and nobody notices anyway, so it's a waste of money basically, because other people, they have those big, those big batteries, the big, like the big boxes where boom, 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 like 51 go. You think, whoa, okay, stop showing off, But that is, people over here.
It's all about money, man. It's all about money. Even in England, they're supposed to have a gathering where they're supposed to let off the fireworks. They gathered all the tickets from the people. All the people gathered there. All the families traveling
Mhm.
from far places, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't happen.
But you guys, like over here,
The economy is very loud, Mr. Republic. The
yeah,
economy is very loud.
very low. You mean at the moment, England?
Yeah, yeah.
You live in England, so things aren't quite as what they used to be. Things aren't going too well from what I hear. But do you guys
Exactly.
do they have like over here? I live in Denmark, so over here we hear, okay, a certain amount of people lost their eyes, people lost their fingers, people were badly injured, and we always have like a medical report. And it's shocking to me that people don't use those like safety glasses, and people are firing. They're doing these things while they're dead drunk. Fireworks is dangerous things, but people never learn. Young people, they think, oh yeah, I don't need all this. And then you sign. One guy I think over here, one guy blew himself up. Would you believe he killed himself? What an idiot! He did he made some illegal fireworks. Jesus, what the hell are you thinking?
I don't
And
think he's an idiot. I think he's ignorant, not idiot.
ignorant. If
To create that, that's kind of smart.
No, but if the Chinese manufacturer, because all the fireworks are made in China, basically, he's tried and tested. He has a method, and he wraps them up, everything, blah blah blah, and then you buy it, and then you unwrap everything, and you try to MacGyver it. You try to want to make a big, like a bomb kind of thing, and you don't really know what you're doing, and then you get shocked when the thing blows up in your face and blows you up with it. That is pure imbecile, because you're not a trained professional. You don't know anything about dynamite and fireworks, so you should not be doing such silly things. And other people
But
also get injured.
I don't think anybody is gonna do it on purpose to die. So if somebody's died, we shouldn't be calling him like
It's
idiot.
idiotic to kill yourself with illegal fireworks.
I don't think he didn't. I don't think he did it on purpose. He wanted to impress or look good or whatever it is, but accident happened to kill him. So I don't think in that case he's an idiot.
But I won't call it an accident. I will say the homemade problems. So the accident is one thing, accident.
That's crazy,
Accident is one thing, you could have. I'll say, let's say if
so
the guy,
in your eyes, he basically did it to himself. So therefore, it doesn't make sense, isn't it?
Exactly, that's my whole point. He did it to himself. It wasn't an accident.
But the problem is,
People's Republic is old school. They're old school.
You know what happened? These kids were in a room. They confined themselves in a room, and they were using a very heavy fire, crackers, like big ones. And what are you expecting? This thing caught fire with, I think, the refrigerator, and the whole place blasted. So you are doing something like this just for the fame on social media, but you don't look at the outcome. Why? How can you be in a room with full of maybe gadgets? So it's very stupid situation for you to do that. Like, you confine yourself in a room.
Okay, my point is this. Even Balotelli, when he blew his house, right? Let me finish this. Do you think that those people who find themselves like a broken arm or they chop their hands because of the accident or they die, do you really think that they do it with a purpose to die, or they do it to impress people, or it's fun for them and they found themselves in that situation? So I don't want to make it sound like I want a little bit of humanity inside. You don't know if somebody is too drunk or use some green stuff and overdose or something. They do stuff that they are not.
You know what?
Let me finish this. So they do stuff that they are not responsible of. So if they found themselves dead, I think we should just use a little bit of compassion and say, oh, He blew up himself, so he's an idiot, and they deserve that, because I don't think any human being, you enjoying your Christmas party or your New Year Eve, and you having fun, you have a lot of food, a lot of alcohol, girls, and whatever, and you go out there and just try to do stuff for yourself. No, I don't think
Okay,
so.
okay, Mr. Oaks, I'll ask you another question. In your country, you guys, you have this street racing, street drag racing. You know where the people have these nice sports cars, and they race at stupid, mind-blowing speeds, and then they crash. What would you say when they crash? Is that just an accident, or is that stupidity?
For me, it's an accident because they didn't intend to go and crash and die. So people have a different kind of passions in life. Some people will go to an airplane and jump. I've seen a 65 years old woman.
What? 65?
Her dream was always to jump from an airplane, and something bad happened. I don't want to say anything here. So are you gonna say that she's stupid, or it's just like you have a dream, you have something to have fun in your life, and it turned to a drama.
Yeah, peoples, man. Yeah, you have to evolve, man. That's raw.
Oz want to be very polite. Oz want to be very polite with this situation. There are certain things people do, and you ask yourself, how would you do something like that? Like, I was watching a video, and it happens a lot in Russia and Ukraine and those areas. And honestly, I don't know how those guys want to survive by going on top of the skyscraper. And there is a thing like that. They go across it, and any air that blow you, you are coming down and you're going to die. You are making it a passion, but you also don't value your life. Like, sometimes you need to value your life. Me, I believe in death, and I think you only have one chance to live. If you squander it, like, that is
let me tell you something. We are different.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Listen, if people didn't take risks, we were not going to be flying today. There are so many people who died by trying to make an airplane safe the way it is today. Even though in the last 4 days we had a lot of accident in Russia.
So you also want to risk by
no, what I'm saying is people have dreams, and without those dreams, probably the world was never going to be safe as it is. So that guy who blew up himself in the room could help the lawmakers to ban certain to ban.
Okay, I see where you are coming from.
And to ban probably this kind of stuff from China or something because you did this. So there were like bad medications here that will help to make a law safe for the new generation to so those things don't happen again. So many people can happen for a reason, and even you look at the so-called race, and there are so many things that are already banned, not legal. People will continue to do it, but it's illegal, and it diminishes the amount of people who will do the same activities.
Mr. Mark, if we take what you just said before, you said you have one life, and you're not really willing to take it. You have to look after it. And Mr. Oak said you have to take a risk. So you guys, you should go and tell this to Maresca. You only have one life in Chelsea, and it doesn't last very long. Take a risk. Do something. This what we're watching here the last 3 games is absolutely is miserable. No risk.
But people should probably making a good point because it's a good point here because Maresca's following orders, isn't it? We're saying he's a yes man or he's doing yes man things sometimes, but in his mind, a good worker, a good worker, a lot of the times, he doesn't think yet that he's gonna get fired because he's obeying the rules and he's doing what the boss is telling them. And sometimes, the boss makes mistakes. And this is where, you use your position.
Hold on, I want to know why you think Maresca is a yes man.
No, but what he doesn't realize, when he gets sacked, he doesn't realize they're not going to hold themselves accountable. He's going to have to pay for it by getting sacked.
Facts spoken.
No, but you're saying he's trying to be a yes man. At what point do you think he's being a yes man? What did he do for him to deserve
Like
to
we
be a
spoke
yes
in
man? Because I don't.
the last couple games here, the
Mhm.
tactics that he's been using. We spoke about this earlier on. I don't know if you remember. Like the
Uh-huh.
tactics he's been using were very defensive, and a lot of the times it's better to end up top four than to be aiming for top four when you're above top four.
But the
No, but
reality is that,
the point
but
is that is his own decision to have used that tactics. Nobody asked him to use those tactics, and whatever happens in the dressing room, we are not there. And what you guys forget is that no team can go a whole season without. If Oz, you know something like that, let me know that a team went unbeaten, like nobody beat
Well,
them.
since
Even the Arsenal team,
Arsenal they went like invincible. But
yeah,
I know I got your point.
they,
It's difficult because every team gonna have their ups and downs. But we're talking about the
exactly.
teams
And
that we were supposed to beat, and we have the ability and capacity to beat. But
no, but also we don't
the
look at it
manager
different.
didn't
Let's
really go for it
hold on.
because he was
Let
happy
me let me say
about
this.
losing
Let me
or
say this.
about drawing.
Yeah,
Oz,
he
let me
did. He
say this.
stuck to his guns instead of
Again,
actually adapting. He
let me just
he shouldn't have stuck to
this
what he does best in those kind of
I
situations.
think
He
let me
English
didn't
they
say
call
adapt.
something.
in English they call it he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah, he folded for
Let me
top
say
four
something.
in that moment.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's a one-trick
Mark.
Hold on.
pony.
Mark wanted to say
It
something.
seems
Let not
Chelsea fan.
let him
It
talk.
seems Chelsea
Yes.
fans have so soon forgotten about the mess we were in. You understand? This is a team where you've been struggling to get into top six just last season. You understand the whole situation. Now we have a coach who has come in, and so far things are looking somehow good. We don't have to undermine his work.
No,
We
but
need
hang
to
on
be
a moment. No,
appreciative.
but Mr. Mark, you,
Okay, let Mark
let me.
Hold on.
I have to challenge him. I
Let
have
me
to
finish.
challenge him
let
there.
him
I will
land,
challenge you.
Mr.
Let,
People's Republic.
let me
Okay,
finish,
Land,
and
sorry,
then
and
I'll
sorry,
give you
sorry.
what you
I
land, Mr.
apologize.
Mark.
I
Go
apologize. I
straight to the
apologize.
point, Mark. Go straight to
Yeah,
the
so
conclusion.
what I'm trying to say is so far he lost nine. He lost 9 points. He only got 1 out of 9, which is not too good. For me, it's not too good, but we have to look at certain situations and we need to combine everything together and see what happened. We need to be appreciative. All we can do is we can give them more encouragement, let them continue to fight hard. We shouldn't be too hard and feel like, hey, the man is not doing anything. Let's also not
Okay.
forget a team like Manchester City is below us and they are really struggling. This is a team who were so good for some time now and they are now struggling. We also
And
have to
why?
look at the
And
points.
why are they struggling? Why are they struggling?
Okay, let's now People's
Nobody will
Republic
know. There could
challenge
be
No,
you.
no,
so
no.
many.
Mr.
It
Mark should
could be so
answer.
many instances. It could be People's Republic. It could be so many instances why City is now struggling. It could be managerial perspective. It could be the players are
Or
so
it could
worn
be
out.
the
It
end of
could
a
be like
cycle.
No,
it
but
could
no.
be like people have come to realize that Man City is beatable, and we also have to take our.
Now you're
It could
talking.
be
Now you're
anything.
talking. Now you're talking. Expand on
It
that.
could be
Expand on that.
yeah. It could be all this situation. But
But
what I'm saying as a
on your last point, they are beatable. What more were you going to say about that? I agree 1,000%.
oh yeah, because if you have a bully in your neighborhood, and there will be a time that person will come and stop that bully, you think the rest of the boys are going to sit down for that bully to bully them all the time? No, it's not going to happen. They will now know that, hey, after all,
So,
this dude
sorry,
came in.
Mark. Let
And,
me say
But,
something very quickly, and I'll let you continue the debate. The game just restarted for the last 45 minutes, and it's still 1-1 between Arsenal and Brentford. Now, can
but
you
Mark,
allow People's Republic to answer to
yeah. But
your
I just want to
things?
point out to
Let
Mark. So
People's Republic talk. Yeah.
I'll go and answer him. So Man City.
okay.
If you look at Chelsea, when I watch Chelsea and I watch Man City, when I watch Chelsea now, I was watching Man City like from 2 years ago, 1 year ago, fast, quick passing, whatever, tiki taka, blah blah blah. I sometimes want to fall asleep. But Man City, how they used to be dominant and what have you, teams were in fear. But if you notice, Man City teams, this is the Premier League is a copycat league. Well, my point being is that one team stops Man City and they show the you call it the blueprint. How do you stop Man City? And everybody else copies it, and then you'll see Man City struggling. And because Pepsi doesn't have Plan B, he didn't think that any team would ever be able to stop them. And the same with Maresca. Maresca, same Man City style there, no Plan B. It looked good. Teams figure out how to stop Man City, and they just use the same tactic against Chelsea. And Chelsea, it is so obvious to see how you stop them. All you do is you make sure Madueke doesn't get by Madueke or was Sancho. Once you stop those two guys there, Chelsea is impotent, and they can have the possession all they want from now until next Christmas. Nothing is going to happen. You just play compact, and Chelsea doesn't have a clue because we have no game bleed. And on top of that, you add in the Jackson completely out of form. I don't know what happened to him, but he's completely lost his confidence. So we're playing with a passenger there. So then Chelsea is just you can have possession. Nothing's going to change unless he comes up with a plan B, as Mr. Oakes was saying previously, where you throw caution to the wind, you take a risk. Maybe you play just to take out one defender, but we don't really have any strikers who. Okay, I'll have to give Mr. Oakes his flowers. If you had your Osimhen there or somebody who's just completely different, somebody who's old school crowbar like that Haaland or whatever. Haaland, who's got another one, he's been exposed, by the way. But we have no other options. We can only play this style. That team is chosen there is just, if we've had the chance, let's not lie. These games we've lost and the games we've drawn, they'll be in very, very, very fine margins. A goal, crossbar, what have you. And even this game against, we lost here against, who was this team here? Ipswich. Sure. The dodgy mafia VAR diving goal there. It wasn't even a penalty. So those are very, very, very fine margin. In the Premier League, as you know, it's a very fine margin. It's because all teams are good. There's no poor teams. You can't say, it's not like in the old days where you could say 7 teams were below standard. Nowadays, they're all good. So you really, really have to perform at your best. And if you just like 3% down from your best, no chance. You're going to lose or you're going to draw. And teams like Everton, the Atletico Everton, who, again, they could have actually beaten Chelsea. We were just lucky. So times have changed. Maresca has to come up with some kind of plan B.
Oh, my goodness, Arsenal got a corner kick. And you know what that means. Yeah, keep going, bro.
And Liverpool, by the way, Liverpool began to copy Arsenal the way they set pieces. If you notice, they're doing the same thing as Arsenal, and they're beginning to score set pieces.
People start figuring out how to deal with them. Just get on those big guys. Just push them around. Put as much pressure as you can, so you don't allow them to have a shooting angle. So that's.
But why do you? Okay, let me ask you why you're on that point there. Why? I have to ask you a question. So why does your other favorite team, the one you like to watch more after you love Chelsea, obviously, but the other team you watch the most is your team, Man United.
Yeah.
Man United. Why do they concede so many set piece goals?
Well, it depends on many, many factors. Probably they haven't really worked, or players haven't. Whoa, Arsenal! I told you. From another set piece, the second corner kick, and then they scored 2-1 now for us.
Wow!
Oh my goodness me! Arsenal, and man, probably I jinx it to say people know how to deal with them, but I didn't finish my sentence, and they scored again. What the heck is going on, man? And against Chelsea, teams like Brentford, they are going to play like a prime Barcelona, and it's bloody Mikel Merino, or Merino, his name is. So 2-1 to Arsenal, people. So going back to set pieces, why Manchester United are struggling and conceding pretty much in every set piece. First of all, there are so many factors. You have to work. You have to repeat in training and know your game plan when it comes to defending. And you have some very small people in the defense too. If you look at Lisandro Martinez, that guy is like 4'2".
The butcher.
He's like 4'2", and everybody been praising him how he get on you, he can
That's what I was
jump,
going to
he
say.
he can time. And I'm like, listen, man, one sooner or later, this guy is gonna struggle because of his size. You can jump whatever you want. If you are 5'3", you can't jump like Michael Jordan. It's gonna be a certain point where he's gonna be bullied in the box. I've been saying this since he joined.
Mateta don't need to jump with weakness.
And
He will just
even
go ahead
Van
and
Dijk don't have even to jump against that brother because he's not gonna even reach where Van Dijk head is. So there are so many factors. The defense, they get small people in the defense and they are not organized enough to defend. So you can't really pinpoint on just one element why they are struggling with set pieces. So that's what I can do.
And okay, so while we were talking about defense, in your opinion, I've been dying to know this question. Our Chelsea, who, because our defense is looking very, very dodgy. Who, in your opinion, is the best combination both in the center of defense and on the wing backs as well?
Wing back. Do we play with wing back?
Yeah, but you know what I say, two left and right backs and the center backs. I just want to hear your
combination.
Yeah.
If everybody is fit. If
everybody
is fit. Okay. Not now.
Yeah.
If everybody is fit, I will go for the center back. Of course, you need some Cowell. Cowell need to be there because he's not fast, but he's a Hollywood guy kind of. You know, he organized the defense. He can pinpoint the pass. He can do many things.
What is going on with Brentford?
And then
Brentford sucks, man. They scored a third one. Arsenal scored third.
Yeah, 3-0.
Okay,
so now the other guy, if everybody is fit, it need to be Fofana because Fofana, before the injuries, before everything, he used to be very, very like a dog. You need a dog and a quiet one. So Fofana, let me just finish what he asked me, and you're gonna have your time to talk because I tend to forget everything when people cut me off. So Fofana and Cowell, if everybody is fit, and for the left hand side, it need to be Correa for sure. And then Reece James, when he's fit, Malo Gusto is not that, you can't even compare them. So is that your...
No, okay, well, that was a very excellent answer. I wanted to hear. And then goalkeeper?
Goalkeeper, that is an interesting one. Robert Sanchez, if you can keep him as an old school Peter Cech, Peter Schmeichel, Van der Sar kind of a goalkeeper, he can perform good. The goal, they are checking on the VAR. Probably the goal is going to be cancelled, but still 3-0. The VAR got involved. So the goalkeeper is still confusing because I don't really believe that, it's validated. The VAR just gave it. I still believe that Robert Sanchez is a very good old-school kind of goalkeeper, but because of what the manager is asking him to do, he can't do it. So he pretends that he can do it, and he can't do it. And for Jorgensen, we haven't seen much. Every time he plays so far, it's been with a different kind of back line. So it's completely different to judge if Robert Sanchez plays with all our best back four, and Jorgensen play with so you can't really judge him. But I'm still divided when it comes to the goalkeeper. Whoever is going to be there, for now, I can't really judge them. Just like I don't judge Axel Disasi a lot when you play him as a right back. And I don't blame Malo Gusto a lot when you have to invert him all the time as a number 10 and force him to shoot because he's going to shoot to the moon. Everybody knows about it. So if we start like using people properly from their positions, and then I can judge people.
The brown envelope, I see it now.
What do you say?
Brown envelope.
No, that is true because if you're going to judge Joao Felix as a wing back, for example, I'm just giving an example here, and then you're not doing him a service because you know he's a number 10 and he's going to provide more from there. Unless if you have a lot of injuries, you can play him from that position. But when you have Ben Chilwell, you have Kukurea, you have Jan Matsen, and you decide to play Levi Colwill as a left back, that is under Pochettino. The first part of the season, everybody knows about it. We were awful. We were losing pretty much every single game. No injuries, no nothing. Everybody on the bench, but you decide to force this guy to another position. There is no brown envelope here. I don't care where you're coming from. I know I am coming from the same country as Disasi, Malugusto, and whatever, and I'm supposed to come here and hype them. But I'm the first person
I don't
here.
even know. I don't even know what country they come from. They all got long hair. They all got long hair. They all mixed race.
I'm
I
the
don't know.
first here to come and defend my academy product. They are English. I'm supposed to hate them, and I'm there for justice. So if I say that, like Nkunku, for example, you're playing Nkunku as a number 9, and after the game you come in the press conference and say, I know that. I know he's not a number 9. The next game you play him as a number 9. The other game and you repeat the same thing. What are you doing? You know it, but you force somebody to play in those positions. So it's just expecting a different result. That is insanity. What are you going to get from that? Nothing.
So you really think Fofana is the best option as a centre back pairing with Cole?
If fit, I said it. Don't forget. Don't try to remove
If
something.
fit. If fit. That makes it worse. Yeah.
If fit, he's the best option that we have, but he never fit. And since he came back from the ACL injury, he's not the same anymore because he's afraid of putting the tackles that he used to put, like the last minute tackle, because he's afraid of getting injured.
I hate to be that guy, but I'm gonna have to be that guy.
And then he's become average, and I told people he's not gonna reach the world class level anymore. But we were talking about fit 100% here. What do you want? You wanna push your brother Disasi here and make another theory about Tosin? Let's be honest. He's faster than them. He got more skills than them. He's better in air like them. Like he's overall better than
he doesn't defend better than them.
He does. At
That's
Chelsea,
the main issue.
No, at Chelsea, I can tell you, I'll give you that because, first of all, this brother wasted in the last 3 years, 2 years out of football because of a broken leg with Leicester City and the Chelsea Football Club. Before even the preseason, he had already an ACL injury. So 2 years.
And the Sassy was there during that time, filling in the gap.
What do you mean?
Because when he was injured during the whole Silva saga, the Sassy was there filling in.
And
he
wasn't playing every single game. Let's be honest. You know that
he wasn't playing.
No, he played some very good games. I have to give it to you.
Compared to Fofana, he's played a lot more games. And he's got a lot more numbers. And he even scores.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I know that when they didn't come the same time, Fofana came before that. I think he came under Thomas Tuchel.
Yeah, and that makes it worse because he came, I think, in 2016. He signed in 2016.
16?
And he came in 2017. And from Leicester, him and Chilwell, and he got injured.
No, Chilwell came last. No, you are a little confused. Chilwell came the year that we won the Champions League. That is a very long time ago.
I'm saying when the time that he came here, he didn't get to play from that time range. From the time he signed until today, is a lot of years. It's nearly a decade, and you got someone like Disasi. He's done so much more in a little amount of time, and has played more games and has got more numbers and has played alongside Silva, and he's trusted a lot more alongside Silva, and he scores as well as a centre back. and he has captain qualities. You wouldn't really trust Fofana to be the captain.
Well, when Fofana wasn't injured, you still remember against AC Milan and the goals that he scored in the Champions League. You always like to throw some number. You like to talk about numbers without, like,
No, look it up.
you
I'm
say
not making it
number
up.
without you talk
No,
about number
I hate.
without showing any evidence. You say, oh, if you
Yeah,
look at the
because I'm
numbers, if
asking
you
you.
look at the
Yeah,
defensive
because
work, if you
I
look at
believe
the goal scores and all that, you just
because
throw
look,
some big word there, but there is
Fofana
nothing.
is not Fofana's not a bad player. That's not what I'm saying.
So
But
what
the
is the
good that we've
point you're trying
seen,
to make here?
the Sassi is better. Fofana's a good player. But the gap here that he's been good at here, it's been recently, and the gap is very little compared to the gap of the Sassis.
Based
It's
on
very
what,
little. You can't
really? Based
compare.
on what?
Based on the amount of games and the performances, yeah, that Fofana's had, when you compare it, yeah, to what the Sassis contributed for
Your
us.
comparison is just in your head, because when it comes to the players that you like,
No, because you
you
said
love to
Fofana is the
throw.
best centre back.
Yes,
You
he's
said
the
he's the best
best.
of
He's the
how?
best. Yeah,
It doesn't make sense if you have that.
because based on overall what. Oh, another corner kick. No, this time is for Brentford. So hopefully Mboemo or somebody else can score from that. So Arsenal dark art is paying off. So listen, for me, you know that I don't have any agenda. Even yesterday when I said I was defending, I defended Disasi, and I said I don't really blame him that much for playing him out of positions. And we had also many other steps during that mistake to correct it and not concede that goal. We were so slow. The midfield almost didn't exist. And then also, how can you give so much time on the ball to Omari Hutchinson? We had so much time, really. If it was somebody like Zuma, the last minute Rudiger, he was going to
Yeah,
put a
but
tackle. You let me finish because I'm going to forget. So, what I'm saying, I defended him 100% here. Everybody wanted to kill me yesterday here. But it doesn't mean that if I defend you, I have just to be like a Curtis and say things that you are not. That guy is not in the same level as Trevor Chalobah. He's not in the same level as a fit Fofana. Let's be honest. And you always throw big word there to hype your boys, but there is nothing, there is no evidence. You just say in terms of scoring goals, in terms of this, and he doesn't even have the pace to really compete with Fofana. Let's be honest here. You know, I understand that we have to protect our boys, but let's be honest. I protect all of them equally, and I tell the truth. No agenda, no nothing. Yesterday you told me that Tosin Adarabioyo, Fofana, Disasi, and even Bloody Badiashile, all of them are better than Trevor Chalobah. And you try to always throw those big words like, oh, in terms of defensive, in terms of pace, in terms of assist, in terms of, but I couldn't find anything really to back it up. And I can just throw some name like under Thomas Tuchel, how many goals the young Chalobah scored. What a master class in the final of the Super Cup, Europa Super Cup. What a final in the final for the World Cup. The young Chalobah was there. You're going to just pinpoint, oh, look at against Real Madrid. You're going to pick one bad performance to make it sounds or looks like he's very crap average because of one performance. It's just like telling me because Disasi just passed the ball and then he's the worst thing that ever happened. No, it could happen to anybody. And when you play from a wrong position, you see the pitch differently. You can't judge Disasi based on being a right back. If you want to judge him from his natural position, which is a center back. So people are judging him from the wrong position. But for you and for other people, they're going to just pick up, oh, look at this. Oh, he scored an own goal. Scoring one on goal or have a bad game or few bad games like Haaland. Haaland will have like 5 bad games and he's going to score. Hat-trick back-to-back in 2 games. All of a sudden, he's on top of the chart. Everybody applaud. So if you're going to judge people just based on one performance or 2 or 3 bad games, that is not fair. And Chalobah, overall, he always gives like 7 out of like the minimum he gave you like 7 out of 10. There were some times where when Chalobah plays, Chelsea didn't lose. Like for like the entire like half a season. When he's on the pitch, Chelsea don't lose. Of course, the record was broken. But for you guys, if you hate somebody, you're gonna just pick up one bad performance. Or look at Real Madrid. I could have also picked Real Madrid game and say Joao Felix missed 2 clear one-on-one chances at Bernabeu, at Stamford Bridge, one-on-one with Thibaut Courtois. He missed all the time. Am I going to judge Felix based on Real Madrid only or overall what he can give to the team in the course of the season? So we have to be fair here, bro. I think we are just getting to the territory of fanboys and cultists. My boy always right. Your boy is always wrong. Let's not get there. Let's support all Chelsea players the same way. The same benefit of the doubt for everybody. People's Republic, are you still there?
Yeah, no, I was just thinking, the X factor in all this since Chelsea. If you notice, Chelsea's form has gone down. Is the what's going to face this guy here?
Okay,
from
choose
Southampton.
between Disasi and Chalobah. Who are you going to choose and why?
I'm taking Disasi. No question. Because
Disasi is better than Chalobah. All right.
Only. Hang on, wait. There's a big if in this. If you know Disasi, the manager doesn't put chains on his legs and force him to play, this out of the back. If you leave him to be Disasi, the old school Disasi, the one playing from the back, from the back to the middle, where he plays long balls and what have you, and all that that old school Disasi, the fighter, the dog, definitely Disasi. But if Chalobah is an excellent player as well, but that's a very hard choice you gave me. You should have given me a choice between Chalobah and what's my face? This guy with the bent legs, Fofana. I'll definitely take Chalobah.
That's a tough one.
Sorry?
A tough one.
I'll take Fofana. I don't know Fofana. I'll take Chalobah. I'll take Chalobah. I'll take this Chalobah, because Chalobah is more solid and he's more versatile. He can both play right back and centre back, and he seems to have better lungs as well. Sometimes I look at Fofana, he looks tired. I don't know if his stamina is not as good as
and Badiashile.
Oh, okay. That's an excellent question. Badiashile, which came to Chelsea, the one you scouted, the old school Badiashile before the injury, that one definitely I'll take him. But the Badiashile now, he's still trying to find his form. He's getting better and better, but I still think no. And the last one, the one I'll keep to clean the boots of the players, is this guy here, Tosin. No, that guy's too slow. He's even slower than Badiashile, and that's saying something. And so I have to agree with Mr. Oakse. As currently, if they were 100% fit, all of them, definitely Colwell, and definitely probably Badiashile.
It's tough, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not that far apart, but the distances are there, though. They're not that far apart.
But they're not world class. They're not excellent defenders like you've seen. They're international class, but they lack the last 5%. And even Colwell is not the finished product. He's still improving. He's obviously a big load on his shoulder because he's taken over the responsibility of being the leader at the back. Maybe he's just growing into that. I think next season you will see him really grow up into that position. But that has been a very hard, since we lost Silva when he left. That void to fill has not been easy, but you'll get there. But the thing is that there's just too many injuries at the back and too many players out of form, and you can't find look at all the other teams. They seem to have their ideal centre back all season. We Chelsea, we don't know from one game to the other who's playing, and how can you have a stability? And then Lavia, that is one I was trying to explain. Lavia, since he went kaput, I don't know how many games ago, 4 or 5 games ago, this Chelsea team has been a bit in disarray because you had now to put, and I have to, even though I defend him all the time, Enzo Fernandez, he's gone back into that defensive, whatever, midfield role where he's completely wasted. He's completely has no value there. Only when he is pushed more forward, when Lavia is available, that's when we see him. And this is when the Chelsea team is more effective. But now, with Lavia and Caicedo seems to be going into a little bit of bad form as well, unfortunately. So there's building blocks there. There's a lot of stuff going on there. I don't know. This chopping and changing, one team for the Europa League, one team for this or the other, with no sort of like fixed stability is not very healthy for a team. If you look at the attacking options, he outsmarted himself by changing the complete forward line there. Kunku, another one he has no confidence. If you look at he played Felix out. I was very surprised by Felix. He did actually very, very well. I have to give you your flowers there. But he did miss some chances there. Unfortunately, Felix, the same old problem. He can't finish. So what's the point of all that? And Cole Palmer, he is Cole Palmer, but he's not he can't do everything by himself. So I don't know. Maresca really has to figure out his best 11 and try and play them like 10 games in a row, where you don't change. You don't keep changing because you need that optimization like Liverpool has in their team, where the same old players. But we don't have that. We just keep changing. And Maresca, as Mr. Oakes was saying before, this business of saying, we're not in the title race, blah, blah, blah. It's maybe not a good thing. And I know you try and take the pressure off the team, pressure off the club. You want the media off your back and all that. But sometimes it's good to man up and say, you know what, we're here. We have arrived. We're in the hunt. And you put the belief in your players. You put the belief in the. But if you have this very weak, negative attitude, no, we're not in the title race. Whatever, that is a very defeatist mentality, which plants itself throughout the system, and it gives the players an alibi to say, no, but we don't absolutely have to win this game because the manager told us we're not in the title race, so it doesn't really matter if we give the last 5% and
do you think that this is the same speech in the back room? Because I've seen Tosin given an interview. I've seen some other players, I forgot who, Neto or whatever, I watched this interview. They say, we're still there, we like it or not, because if you are in top 4 and you deny that you are not in the race, and then you can give me what is your definition of a race. So we are there, we like it or not, and we know it. But we're not going to get carried away thinking that we're going to win it. We know our level, we're going to go game by game. You really believe that between them, or the manager is going to come and say, we have to lose every game now because we are not in the title race? I just believe that there is another language.
But you're missing the point. The point is that mentally, the players have got an alibi. They've got an excuse. It's a built-in excuse for them. So, in other words, you don't really have to excel. There's not a do or die because the manager has given you an already built-in excuse. So
Just because you say it in public doesn't change anything. You can still say certain thing in private without coming to the media and say, imagine if they went there publicly in the media and say, yeah, we are on it. We are going to win it. We're going to fight. We're going to battle everybody. We're going to just beat the crap out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
After the 3 bad games that we just had in December, what that was going to be. It's just like giving them ammunition even more to call you name and put even more pressure on them. So just because you didn't say it in the media doesn't mean that you don't think about it behind closed door, or you don't tell your players like, hey, guys, I know we're still young and whatever we are building, but we are in this position. Let's go and let's try to win as many games as we can. But I don't know why that is becoming a problem, that you have to come and say we're going to win Because I haven't seen
he-
anybody
no,
in the media
but-
or Pep Guardiola, even when he won with 100 points, and he came and said, we're going to try. We are fighting game by game. I've never seen any team in this world to come publicly and say, we're going to win. And if he doesn't say that, and then that is a weak mentality, or that is going to discourage players, and they're going to feel comfortable and say, okay, we have a free pass here, whatever happened. I don't believe a professional organization like Chelsea are going to do that. We have just to acknowledge that we've been poor lately, and the manager been overthinking and making the wrong decisions, because I still believe we could have won all of those games that we dropped point or lost.
Oz, I know you haven't invited me in yet, but I won't even let you finish this. Oz, nobody is saying that he should come out and say we are going to win.
He say
But
that. He say that. People in the public
But
just say that.
Admit that you are at least in the race when you are second. I mean, the thing is,
Thank
who are you
thank
fooling?
you.
No,
Thank you.
who are you fooling? And if you admit that, yes, of course, who goes into a tournament and say we're going to lose? Then what's the point of you going to the tournament?
There
What?
you go.
Even,
You see?
yeah, exactly. You only are out of it when you are out of it mathematically.
There
Anything
you
can
go.
happen. Look at us. We were second 2 weeks ago. Look at us now. Anything
But
can happen in the game of football.
just because.
So what I'm saying is that every pundit and everybody that was talking about it was right. I mean, you cannot just go out there and publicly say we are not in the title race. Some of these players in the world of football, 25, 26, yeah, in average age, we are the youngest in the Premier League. But some of these players have been playing football for the past. You know what? You cannot put together this kind of talent and tell us, oh, you're not in the title race, so that you will lower the expectation for yourself. So no wonder we are backsliding, or we are actually performing bad, and he can't come out there and say anything because he has already done the buyout. He's already lowered the expectations for himself, and we accepted that because we were winning. But now it is coming back home to roost, in the sense that he has been able to convince all of us that we are nowhere near that title race, and we shouldn't expect that from these boys. So when they lose, it's acceptable. It's not acceptable.
But he's saying, what he's saying that he can't deal with the pressure. That's what he's saying.
Exactly.
He cannot deal with the pressure. He can't deal with pressure being at the top. So he's looking for an excuse to escape that pressure. And say, no, we're not ready, and whatever, blah blah blah. Young team, and yada yada yada.
And you know what, people, and it makes it worse here, to the point here where now it's making us winning this year is looking like a manager bounce.
Yeah,
there you go.
So before I forget, let me finish this. Please don't cut me. This is a lose-lose situation. If Maresca came here and say what you want him to say, and we lost, because I still consider that we lost against Everton, because I think it was easy to win that game. And we lost the 3 games that we just lost. The same people were coming here to say, oh, this is the arrogance. You say here we're going to win. Look at you. Last season, Mauricio Pochettino, first press conference. We're going to win. We're going to win. It's no excuses. Don't tell about young team. We're going to win. What happened? The rest is history. And the same people in the same channel came here. Arrogance. Didn't do anything. He thought that by saying that we're going to win, we're going to win. So we have to find a little bit of balance here. Like I said, it's always a lose-lose situation for any manager. But we have to be honest to say it was going to be to make the situation very worse if he came out to say that we are in the title race. He said we are there because we are on the table, on top there. But it doesn't mean that we're going to compete, because we have a lot of issues. So one way or another, depending on how you want to twist it to fit your narrative. But I believe that even back in the dressing room, just like Mourinho back in the day, he used to say small horse and we are not ready to compete. And boom, he went to win the league. It doesn't mean that you come there and tell people, oh, yeah, we are the special one, we're going to win. I don't think that is the same language that he said in private. I am just very, very frustrated about the language he uses after the games. He's laughing, he's smiling, he's making it sound like, yeah, it's normal for us to lose. Everton is the best defense in Europe, so it's not. I'm like, bloody hell! bloody this Brentford went away at Goodison Park and beat them. I don't want to hear that language after, like, try to say like it's normal. But I don't think that on purpose he's going to be there and tell the players we are not ready and just go lose. It's a lose-lose situation.
Also, I have to say this, right? We are not on the field. Obviously, we fans all over the world are not in the decision. We are not in the room when the decisions are being made, right? The only window we have into what goes on. In fact, that's the truth, because even the players are to an extent have been restricted in how they comment on what happens inside that room. The only window we have is coming from this coach. Okay, barely do we. The executives even are up there, up on the top of the of the food chain, whatever you call it, come out and say anything. Every single time Chelsea knows anything, or at least publicly, is through the coach. So the coach is demeanor, what he says about the players, all very important. And I do not believe the ones that may not come out and brandish, oh, we are in the title race, will be the ones that are below halfway point. But everybody above can be catapulted up, by 2 or 3 wins. And then, of course, the people above you drop points. Okay, so everybody is in this thing, to an extent, especially in a competitive league like that. Okay, so you have to make sure that if you have made it, and it's not like you've not made the investment. If Chelsea goes out there to win right now, it won't be a Leicester miracle. It won't, because everybody will say, "Of course."
My brother, we are getting out of the point here. The point, if you are blaming the manager for not coming in the media and talk, what the hell that is gonna change? Even you come today and say, "I'm the president of the United States," you are not. It's not gonna change any damn thing by him coming in the media and proclaim that we're gonna win the league. Not changing anything. No.
Everybody is saying that the pronouncements of the coach matters. And if he goes
yes, it's matter because I told you that we are big boys in the dressing room. I came to the media and say we are a small horse and we went to win. Antonio Conte never came out and say, we played 3 at the back, now we're going to win. No, that is not how it works.
Are you in the dressing room? Can I ask you a few questions? You are not in the dressing room. Nobody is. Everybody, your statement is based on what he has said. What is it called? People's Republic statement was based on what he has said. Whatever you said right now was not because you had a magic. You have an avenue to what happens in the dressing room, and all the other coaches also come out and say something. Okay,
I've never seen. Give me an example of Pep Guardiola at the beginning of the season telling you, "Hey guys, we're gonna win this league," or Arteta or whatever, and they went to win. It's just the media try to build something so they can destroy you. They build something so they can destroy you.
Which is so not right. You are saying it's either he comes out and say we are winning, or he comes out and say we are we are not in the. We saw where they are in the league. Period. You come out and you say, yes, the ultimate goal is to win this. That's why we are in it. So if we are here, we're going to struggle. You don't think psychologically, if you are telling the world that we are trying our best, we are not in the race, it won't affect the players, even though inside in the dressing room, you are even telling them different. That is, even if he's doing that. We don't know if he's doing that.
The coach sets the standard. And he's setting a mediocre standard. That's what he's doing.
Listen, for you always find you will always find something to get on Chelsea owners, coaches, or players. I've never seen you be happy even if we win something. Now it's a big problem because he didn't come to them. Let me finish. I will let you finish. You cut me. I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't cut you, so you don't cut me. So what I'm saying is, just because you yell and you say to the public that you're going to win something doesn't mean that you're going to win. Mourinho used to say we are a little horse, we need milk. The same season we went to win the league. You have to know how to manage with the young players that we have. And I know the manager said it. We are there on the table, but don't get carried away because we're still building this team. We're going to go game by game and let's see what's going to happen. But that is, for me, in my level, I interpret it as him saying, it could happen, but I'm not going to promise anything. But for people who want to create drama, who want to always point fingers, they're going to say, you didn't say that. Mauricio Pochettino, when he said it in the same channel here, I don't remember who said it, but he said, this is being arrogant. He's saying that we're going to win. This is Chelsea. He's about to win, win, win. Look at him today. So whatever what you say, people are going to always find something to hammer you and blame you. So now we know that if you want to win the league, go out there, say that you're going to win the league and everything is going to happen automatically. Even if you are struggling with injuries, undisciplined team, a very young team that don't understand anything yet, and then you're going to win just because you say that you're going to win. Now we're going to start doing
No, don't be condescending.
I don't subscribe to this young.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, don't be condescending. The game is played by young people. Yes, you need experience in there. But the game is literal. I don't see 45-year-old people playing. I don't know where that experience is needed. You know what I mean? The game is played by young people. And we don't see 18-year-olds on our field. Our average age is within the bracket of people who win late if they are coached well and if they are out there running and doing what they are doing. You are not going to tell me Colwell is young when Colwell is not running. Colwell, when he gets the ball, he walks with it. Austin, all of them walk with the ball. They actually act like the 39-year-old we just retired.
And that's why the coach doesn't want to take a risk and say in the public that we're gonna win because we still have average players.
You said to me you are not gonna cut me, but now you're cutting me. So be fair. So what I'm saying to you is this: every other team that does well, Chelsea's, I can sit here and draw you a plan. You have to run at them. They will play from the behind. They will pass the ball to their keeper right in front of the goalpost. So go and attack that. They will let you play. When you get the ball, their players don't run at you because Palmer doesn't run at anybody. Okay? Their two wingers don't run at anybody. Okay? Any of the wingers you play, you give them, they all wait for the ball. So you can push them all the way to the middle, to the center line, and then start attacking them. Now, if you go back and you do low blocks and they come at you, you are faster than them. When you get the ball...
So what are we talking about here? I'm not cutting you, but like you are jumping every single topic. I don't even know what we're talking about. What is the topic?
You don't let me make my
because point. you mix everything together. We don't understand what you want.
I'm quiet for you to make your point. And I would like you to allow...
But you speak 5 minutes, you add everything. It's Colwell, it's Gallagher, it's there. We don't understand what is the point.
Okay, I'll be quiet. I'm making a general point.
Yes.
If you allow me to make my general point.
Okay, make a point. Yes, make a point.
If I'm making a general point as to where we are, it all stems from the coach. And to add to what he had to say when he came out, and the reason why I came in was because the subject was to do with what he has said, that we were not in the title race. And I'm like, who says that when they are number 2 in the league? And you have justified that you cannot come out there and say you are winning. Nobody has said that. Even Slot or whatever his name is from Liverpool, he has not said that. Everybody says we are fighting game by game, but you don't go out there if everybody thinks that Chelsea is doing very well. Oh yes, of course, that's the idea. We want to try and win this league. That's the point of it. But of course, we go game by game and see where we are at every game. That's simple. Now, if the players are not playing well, and you yourself just commented, you yourself just said that, when he goes out there after games, especially the ones that we win, his commentary is old and awkward and unacceptable. And we are just telling you that it started from the beginning, the way he spoke about it, and when we were doing well, the way he spoke about it. You cannot even put those 2 and 2 together. You defend a man that just came out there. We are being leveraged. We are being fair and saying that don't go too high, don't go too low, but don't put us down either. We have made the investments for us to be talking about being in a title race at least. And if you cannot say that about us and you are going to accept it, then it's up to you. Because you yourself don't like the way he even speaks when we lose. Why can't you put the 2 together and say this man's expectations are not right?
Okay, so if you allow me, there are 2 different things here. The commentary, I told you that I don't like it, but also the media to come and say that we're going to win. the way Pochettino said it, and we got smashed, and people start talking about $1 billion borrowed job. So what I said is the way you talk to your players behind closed door in the dressing room could be different than the way you're gonna talk to the media, because you don't want to put too much pressure. The same media try to build you in order to destroy you and make more money, because negativity is gonna sell a lot. If we went there and say we're gonna win, and now we lost 3 games or 2 games and we drew 1, and the same media that are pushing right now that, oh, now you say that you're gonna win, look at you. You've been arrogant. Be humble. This team is not ready yet. Blah, 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 blah. You put your team under pressure. And then he doesn't talk all of a sudden. Oh, that is a bad thing also, because that is not a winning mentality. So you're not going to convince everybody. Like I said, it's always a lose-lose situation. Now we know that if you go out there and you say we're going to win, it's going to happen. We're going to win. Mr. Andrew, King of Kings.
Ooh.
Happy New Year, gentlemen. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, my brother.
Happy New Year. How's your head on the hangover?
There wasn't any, thankfully or unfortunately. No, I didn't have anything to drink really. So I just come back from work. So yeah, I had to knock the
now I have
alcohol
to relax.
on the head.
Yeah.
Yes, so I can relax now. So I hope everybody had a wonderful New Year.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are here, and we didn't finish the year very good because of Chelsea. But in terms of family, we're still alive, so we are grateful. But Chelsea, they let us down really in the last 3 games.
Well, we're a family here, isn't it? So it's all brothers.
Yeah.
Here, complaining. I mean, not complaining. We're highlighting things that we see, and I think I think you both got points really, but
You believe that Maresca should have come and say that we are in the title race, or you think?
Well, not really, not that, because he obviously he's in the dressing room, so he probably sees and got the opinion that that they're not ready yet, So
do you think that saying it can encourage them to go and win games? Say it publicly, like, okay, we are in the title race, is kind of gonna give them energy and power to go and beat teams? Or what do you think? What is your honest opinion about that?
I mean, well, I think some of it is come down to complacency, because they are believing that, well, how I see it, they just think that maybe no matter what, they'll be able to break down teams and score goals and so on and so forth, which of course, yes, you have to have that level of confidence, but you can't expect teams just to roll over for you, and they're going to make it as difficult as possible. And I don't know, sometimes I see that they're not putting the amount of pressure that they should be putting. They could be getting goals, they could be getting more goals, but plenty of times I've seen them, pull the ball back and so on. I think you've got an attacking threat there. Why are you deciding to pull the ball back? And you're allowing the opposition to get back into their correct positions to defend from the attack that we're putting on them. So I don't know. You can't afford to let complacency get into your mind. You've got to go for the jugular. Go for the jugular when they're at their weakest, attack and take advantage of it. For some reason, they don't seem to be doing that. They really don't seem to be doing that. I've noticed that in the past 3 games, the draw that we had with Everton and with Fulham, they could have put Fulham to bed. They had opportunities, but they didn't capitalize on it. I didn't see the Ipswich match, but that alone is quite embarrassing, because it's the first home match they've won since they've entered the Premier League, something like that.
Yeah, at home. At home, the first time they win at home since they came back to the Premier League. But they beat Tottenham Hotspurs away. But we can't always say just because you beat another team and we have to accept losing against you because you beat a strong team. Football is a funny game. It's not like math. It's not like exact science. Anybody can beat anybody. So in that sense, I was expecting a very tough game, but I didn't expect us to lose. I thought we were going to win 2-1. I knew that Delap was going to have his audition. I knew that Omari Hutchinson was going to get his revenge because Chelsea never gave him a chance. And but I expected us to win that game. And that second goal kind of killed Chelsea completely.
So, Mr. Oaks, if you say football is not exact science, so how, if you, in your estimation, how much is football based on skill? How much percentage? How much percentage is based on mentality, your mental mentality, that's including IQ, and how much is also based on coaching and managing? How would you maybe?
I think it need to be equal, and it need everything plays a big role here. Let me give you an example. Mikhailo Mudryk got a high mentality. Every time you find him in the gym, working hard, putting Bob Marley songs and like go fight and fight.
He's taking his drugs again,
building his bodybuilders and all that. But when it comes to now play football, IQ and everything, he's not showing it. So coaching plays a big role. Mentality also, winning mentality play a good role. And also natural skills also can play a role. So I can't really tell that one is more important than the other. I think you have to mix pretty much everything.
Aha, but you hear yourself speak there. So you just said winning mentality. Now this is what we were talking about. Winning mentality. Now if the manager is setting a standard and he's giving a losing mentality, in other words, saying, "Oh no, but we just average team where we're not ready,"
he never
and the players.
He never said that.
He said we're not the title race.
Just to you manipulate words to fit your narrative.
Let me finish.
Yeah.
The manager sets a standard. The manager is setting a mediocre losing mentality.
That is you. That is your theory, my brother. That is your theory.
Players' minds. Hang on, in the players' minds. It's like, okay, the manager is giving us an excuse. We don't really have to win. All we have to do is just show up, get the 1 point or whatever, because we're not fighting the title. If you're fighting for a title, if you're the title race, your mentality, you have that killer mentality, that winning mentality, that do or die. You don't want to quit. Liverpool, 93rd minute, whatever, 96th minute injury time. You fight to the death. That is that winning mentality. That is that championship mentality. That championship mentality, but. That mediocre mentality is that mid-table mentality. Okay. We don't really want to run here because what are we playing for? We're not going to win the champ. We're not going to win the title. Probably won't even get to the top four. We just have to show up.
My brother,
do it. Just
mentality again. Mentality alone won't win you the championship.
But it's a difference. It's a difference between getting 3 points and getting.
You need a skill. You need to run. You need energy. That's why I say everything combined. You can have that elite mentality like Palmer, and then you are hitting the post 3 times a game and not happening for you. I can even add something that you didn't say. I know it's not really good to say it in football, but sometimes you are not just lucky. You see, hitting the post twice, doing everything you can. And even Pickford become prime Neuer. Every single shot, top bin. You know how that guy, every top bin going at the back of the net. But when it comes against Chelsea, they become just like so good. So it's a lot of factors, my friend.
But what does a Salah, what does a Messi, what does Ronaldo do when that guy becomes top Neuer, 3 that's a save, post? They still fight this, and they still get the goal in the end.
We also give everything. I blame the manager also of not trying the last minute. I said it. So the problem with you is you don't find balance. You go just extreme. It's bad, or good. You don't see the middle. You don't see that Chelsea hit the post. You don't see that Chelsea had 80% of possession. They hit the post 3 times. Their goalkeeper he's not even bloody starting 11. He was a reserve goalkeeper, and he was out of this world. Like everything is just out. Like I don't understand how he became so good against Chelsea. So those little things, if you analyze everything, you can find balance. But I understand the manager also doesn't have that the last minute to say, well, this guy parked the pass, they parked the airplane, Air Force One, everything. Okay, we need physicality now. We don't have to play this backward, sideways, tiki-taka. Let's go for KO now. Mark Gill, I know you are 18 years old, brother. Go give them give them really peace of your mind. Go there, do the dirty work. You put some people who got that physicality. You tell your players, throw it in the box. We have nothing to lose. 2-0 down, let's go for it. You might get a goal. You might even draw that game. He doesn't have that mentality. I agree with you, but you don't know how to find balance. It's always extreme. Bad. Oh, good. That is not how football is.
But that is with you. If you are a championship winning team, there is no bad. You have to perform week in and week out, and that way the manager sets the standard. Where the manager will not quit, he will not die. So as you said, he will throw the kitchen sink.
Maresca doesn't set up a standard. Who told
you
you so?
You were seeing his substitution. He substitutes like 80th minute. He doesn't really.
Before the 3 games here, everybody was praising him here, how he's flexible, how he's such and such, because we were winning. So we can't just throw everything away because we drew 1 game and we lost 2 games. Yes, he's a human being. It's gonna be up and down. Sometimes he's gonna be stubborn and stupid. We acknowledge that, but it doesn't mean that every single time that we lose games, we have just to get on somebody and not see the positive of that person. That's the problem with you guys. We have also to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know? Anyways, the game just...
He's running out of ideas. He's running out of ideas, the guy. He's at the moment...
No, he's trying to complicate life because some of the games you don't need to complicate things. 4-3-3. Put bloody Ben Chilwell from the left-hand side. Let him play a traditional left back. Malo Gusto from the right. Let him cook. Let him do what he knows how to do it. Don't force him to invert. Don't force him to be a number 10. We all know that he does good in a space. He's overlapping and crossing the ball. You kill their natural instinct for your own gain, so people can see that you are genius.
But that's not Maresca's style. He doesn't want to play that way. That's what you're missing the point.
You need to find another way to win games, not only freaking tiki-taka, I need to be my way or highway. He was good though. He was changing. He was making some intelligence changes. We were winning games, and all of a sudden he went back to his own self and tried to be Pep Guardiola and make everything complicated. Football sometimes is a simple game. Disasi, play Disasi as a center back. Before you judge him, play him where he feels comfortable. You play him as a right back and you force him to invert in the midfield. It's not working. It's not working. Stop it. You play Nkunku as a number 9. He's not a number 9. He's a number 10, number 8. Or a second striker. Stop it. That's the problem. Anyways, we are here for 5 minutes. Mr. Love Day, say hi to people. Love Day, are you still there? No. Hello, Mr. Love Day.
I can't hear the others either. Are they still there?
Can I jump in quickly?
Yeah. Let's go, bro.
Yeah. So what transfers do you see that we're making as of tomorrow? Because tomorrow the transfer window opens.
It's already open. You are late, bro. Did you sleep? You didn't sleep last. You didn't sleep, right? The transfer opened like 12 hours ago.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, 12 a.m. Eastern time in Kentucky, bro. What
I beg your pardon. I do apologize.
Wake up. You need some coffee. Yeah, the transfer window is open. Yeah.
So who do you think we could be going for the January to strengthen, or to reinforce the team?
Peoples, do you have any name?
I don't know about names. I mean, you know me. I'm not the big fan of transfers, just buying and buying. I don't see the point of it. I just see that maybe do we need a striker? Because the way things are going, they don't cross the ball anyway. So it's I don't really see where they can strengthen. They've got a midfield is dynamite. They've got a very strong midfield. They've got very strong attack. Maybe we have so many central defenders. You really want to buy another one as well, unless you get rid of some players. Depending how many players he gets rid of. If he gets rid of, let's say, his son, what's his a very expensive son? What's his name?
Dewsbury Hall.
Just behold.
Dewsbury Hall. Very expensive son, 50 something million. That's quite an expensive transfer there. Let's not lie. Dewsbury Hall, Sterling, even Sterling might even give him a chance in this team. For all we know, he's come back from Arsenal, so maybe give him a chance in this team. Sterling. There's some other players there on big wages who can't make their team. Maybe they have to go out on loan and then bring in maybe one player, maybe a striker, for all I know, because Jackson, I don't know what happened to Jackson. Ever since that game against Tottenham, where they benched him and he was sulking on the bench. Remember that game when he was sulking? He's gone completely off the boil. I don't know if he's still sulking from that game there, but he's not been the same since. And so that is an issue there, because without him being on form, this Maresca system doesn't really work. So either he's going to have to change system and compensate and not play like Jackson and go back to what Mr. Oakes was saying just previously, with the old school system there, or find somebody who's big and robust as Jackson to give him competition and give him a rest, because there's something funny going. He has some issues going on. Who knows what? But that's the only way I can see where they could strengthen. But if you're not playing when the Maresca now said himself, we're not in a title race, so why spend money if you're not playing for anything? If you're just playing to be a mediocre team, so why spend money? It doesn't make any sense. That is Maresca's own standards. Well, we're just an average team. We're nobodies, and we're not chasing anything.
That is your own theory. So
yeah, but he said himself in the press
what
conference.
you said is not what Maresca said. Let's be honest. Yeah. This is New Year, brothers. Let's not put word in people's mouth, because I don't believe any coach in this world is gonna come in a big club like Chelsea Football Club and just the intention of being a mediocre kind of a coach. I think he's gonna pump his CV by winning something. We have to stop this in 2025, right? Now you say this. Now we have to stop interpretation. We have to stop that. Yes, Mr. Bamford.
Let me say this. I was listening to you guys for some time, and I'm even surprised my brother Ban believed that Enzo Maresca should potentially tell the boys to be or tell everybody that we are into the race, as he himself doesn't even believe that we are in the title race. So it's just funny that he wants Maresca, who is more closer to the boys, to come out and tell them that hey, they can win the league and everything. But it's okay. Me, I still believe that, and I still stand on my claims that Chelsea is in the race. Because if you look at the Premier League, just as you think you're on top of it, a smaller team will come and destroy everything just in a minute. So Liverpool right now are cruising. They should enjoy their time. A time will come and they will start dropping points. That is when everything will be really fine. And also, as the windows have opened, I think they said we are looking into Kolomwani. And I feel like he's more better than like Nkuku. You need somebody to come in who is physically
I don't want to
strong
cut
for
you,
the
but
league.
I don't want to see that guy in my team. I
don't
want to see
stand
that
is
guy.
your sentiment.
I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Hold on, Mr. Rose. That is why I'm saying that most of the time, some of us, the Chelsea supporters, we believe in sentiments, and it's okay. If you don't like him, probably Maresca might like him.
Because I want Guy to be given a chance. Here we go. That is my reason.
No, it doesn't matter. Guy will still be here. Guy is still going to be here.
No, but he's not gonna play. That you are killing a young man to bring somebody that is.
No, we are not killing.
He missed 99% of his chances in the French league. What is the guarantee that he's gonna do this?
Come out to say, hold on. The guy has not come out to say that he is frustrated at Chelsea. He has been given the opportunity to play in the conference, league. If he was in Barcelona, I don't think he will even get the opportunity to be playing some games.
No, he will.
He will still be.
He was
at
going
the
to be
bench.
playing by now.
Hold on,
He was going to be
hold
playing
on,
by
hold
now.
on.
Yeah, in the first
They
team.
are doing something. They are doing something to like nurture the guy to take over from.
Okay, so
the
he need
rest
to
of
wait
the
until March because our conference league first game in this year is gonna be in March because we don't have to go through the playoffs because we qualify
he's
to the
still going
next
to play
round.
part.
So
He's
in
still-
March,
he's
Mark
still going to
Gill
play
need to
part.
stay on the bench and wait
Hold
until
on,
March.
Hold on, he's not going to stay on the bench. He's not going to stay on the bench, and I still believe that Maresca will have a role for him in the Premier League. He's still young, and as
Colomwani.
I'm telling you, the guy, no, I'm talking about you say Gui, but I feel like Colomwani should come in. Let's send Nkuku to Colomwani's team where he will
PSG.
enjoy his
Oh
time.
man, come on,
But
bro. Listen,
Hold on,
you know that
wait.
I watch the French league, right?
Hold on.
I watch the French
Colomwani
league.
is not good, you know. I don't think you guys realize that. Like he's not better than Jackson. He's not better than Marguerite either. Colomwani.
Mwani is a very good player. If
He's not better than what we have.
He's not bad as.
He's not better than what we got. He's not better than what we got. Jackson.
You say he's not better than what we got?
Yes.
Oh no, I don't think so.
Because listen.
How many times these boys want to play like they are elite sons, like rich man son who have been forced to come and play football. We need somebody with that kind of hardcore, play.
My brother,
like,
go now. Go check on his statistics in the French league. You're gonna and I don't care really about statistics because you can.
That's the mistake. Like
so statistics can mislead people, but this guy, if you look at PSG game, I do some watch along for PSG. I watch French league every single day. That's what I do 24/7. I tell you the way PSG fans hate that guy, Colomwani, because they have fans TV like we have in English, right? Watch their fans TV. Nobody wanna see even that brother wear the shirt anymore. The chances that he will miss, Morata is gonna be proud. Morata at Chelsea is gonna be proud. Like empty goals, literally empty goals. So if you are struggling about Nkunku not scoring, Jackson missing goals, and you bring somebody like Colomwani, it might work though. It might work because it's everything might start clicking for him. But brother, let's not waste our time and money for that guy. We have Mark Gill. If you give that brother run of games, start by giving him solid 30 minutes, solid 20 minutes, not 5 minutes before the end of the game when we are losing already and you bring him. No, because statistics is going to tell you, give you 10 games in the Premier League. Look at those games. 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Can you make an impact? No. Start giving him some times. When we are struggling, we need some physicality. Bring Mark Gill. So let's not panic for strikers in this window. I want us to be quiet in terms of strikers and look for other positions.
I'd rather, Oaks, I'd rather Xerxes than Colomwani.
Xerxes? Okay, well, that is your opinion. Xerxes is struggling at United, but I think also because of the system. He's not a number 9, though. Xerxes himself came out.
I'd rather him than Colomwani. Whatever Colomwani has to bring to the team, I don't want it. I'd rather any striker in the Premier League here than Colomwani.
Also, Anthony Spinney.
I'm back. So let me.
Somebody need to arrest the People's Republic
like
right now.
So what I'm saying is,
because he's looking for Man United leftover products. So he said the Zika.
Anthony Dos Santos to Chelsea.
I'm surprised someone is saying that. Is it Matt or who McKen saying that Zeki is more better than Colomwani. But anyway, that is how sometimes people feel. Everybody have a 10 for a player, and they look at the players to be the best player for their teams. So me, I feel like if money comes in, the way sometimes players will be letting defenders bully them all around, it's not going to happen. And I also mentioned a player, and you guys were laughing yesterday. I say if you bring that kid from Palmeiras,
Jose.
if you bring that boy, Jose, if you bring Jose, let it be a bonus player to join Estavao with Kandre Paez and all these young players. And I told you this guy is good in the air. How many times our players fail to even utilize some of these balls when we have area situation? He can score with the head. He torments defenders. And you can't tell me that playing in the Brazilian league, it is so low that when it comes to the Premier League, he's going to like fail. This guy can walk into the team. They can give him the opportunity, and he's going to make a difference. If you guys
Mark again with his Jose Lopez. I don't know what he paid you.
Jose
but
Lopez, he's the boy.
Oh,
he's
Lord.
the boy in the making. Listen, people, that's the problem you guys have. People always think about that.
Nobody even heard of him. People are like, huh? Who is Jose Lopez?
Nobody heard of him. Who knew Casiado 5 years ago?
Nobody.
Who knew McAllister?
Nobody.
6 years ago.
But the problem we don't need we need people who can do the job now instead of some people that you need to develop anymore. We have so many of them already.
Development. That is the problem. This boy can walk into the team and he will overtake Jackson. And I'm telling
goodness me. Come on, bro.
What
that
about
is the problem you guys have. Like you think that if someone is playing in the Argentine league, playing in Africa or where they are not that good, they can't come into the team. They can walk into the team. Nobody knew Drogba when he came. He was performing good with Marcel, but nobody knew a lot about him until he came to Chelsea.
What?
Andrew
He won the Europa League.
What
he won the Europa League with Marseille. What are you talking about?
Andrew wanted to say something.
He wasn't that known. He became very.
They went to the final. They didn't win it.
They
went
to
the final. Yeah. So
what about
Andrew? Isak. Isak is a good name. Anybody want to comment about Isak?
Oh, come on, man. 150 for a guy like that. He has not played a game of Champions League yet. We're going to pay 150
No, he already played the Champions League.
That's the problem.
Yeah, he was in the Champions League with Newcastle.
But his profile is too similar to Jackson. It's like the same thing.
No, they are not the same profile, bro.
Andrew,
that guy is
it's a similar profile.
How?
Isak is better.
Who are you going to?
Isak here is just better, and that's it.
Okay,
it's not a margin.
Better, so he'll convert more chances. He'll convert more.
Yeah, but by how many percentage though? It's not that deep.
Who are you going to recommend, if I may ask?
We need a different profile. We need a bully. We need someone that will shout, at the wingers,
You
let me break it down to you. I can't. Yeah, this is what I'm saying here. We need a bully type here, someone that can bring the ball down, so that because everybody there that we have here can play in the 10, and they have a 10 brain. So we have very creative attackers. So when we have a big man here, I don't know, like a Boniface or body type, or a header, someone that can bring the ball down.
Sesko can do that too.
The wingers, Sesko's too weak. And the thing is here, you can have all your wingers here and all these attackers like the Felixes and the Palmers, they will start banging goals and start giving more assists to the strikers. Jackson can't do that. You see Sanchez was hoofing the ball the other day, and it went straight back to us.
If you need
so this is what I'm saying. We need a big man.
If you need bullies, then go get Mateta or Cunha, because those guys can bully defenders, and they are tried and
that don't be extreme, man. You need more than that. Someone more obviously more
well. I'm not mentioning names.
Someone more well-rounded than that. But it's just I'm just giving you the profile. And to be honest, now that you mentioned Mateta, I'd rather Mateta than your guy, and I'd rather Mateta.
Oh,
I'd rather Mateta than Kolo Muani as well.
No, Mateta is not better than Jose Lopez or even Kolo Muani. I can tell you for a fact. Mateta
only run with the ball. He's not even skillful. How is he going
I'd
to
rather any striker than
hold the ball?
Colomwani. Any striker in the Premier League
How
than
is Mateta going
Colomwani.
to hold the ball? How is Mateta going to hold the ball like hold ball and give intelligent passes? You need a total player, a complete player, someone
The
who
only
can
reason why I
score
said
and somebody.
Boniface here because he can play at the center of
Boniface,
the park.
oh
He can
boy.
play at the middle of the park. Not many big guys can do that. That's the only
The boy
reason why I
I'm
said
telling
that.
you,
But if we
I
have
told
someone that
everybody,
can do that, or maybe even a Morodion, and to be
the boy
honest,
the boy I mentioned,
the tricky thing about that or doing that is that when you get on the Morodion, you start realizing that he was being compared to Mark Gui, and Mark Gui is better than him in some areas. So it's like
oh boy.
all of this is just going back to base one.
So can I say
What
something
I'm
here quickly?
okay,
What I
go ahead.
wanted to just
Yes,
say is
sir.
that
Andrew.
the names that we're mentioning are those that need to be integrated into the team.
Mm.
When you mention Cunha or Isak, they're already here. They know what is required of them. They're going to bury those chances that a Jackson would miss, or a Gue would miss, or maybe even Kunku would miss, because they're Premier League proven. That's why I would prefer to go for one of those who are already here. They're Premier League proven. They'll provide us with the goals that we need and give us and improve that win percentage. That's why I would prefer those ones. Those are
What
the
makes
Yeah,
names.
you
I'm not saying that those
what makes you
those
yeah,
are
what
but
makes you
good.
think what makes you think that Newcastle will ever sell Isak? They're an oil rich club. There's no
No,
way
Their
in
no,
hell
worth
they're
is
going to
Anthony.
sell.
115 million.
That's
and King,
that's the thing.
we have the similar profiles already, so it's all gonna come into play, and it's gonna clash. We need someone that can stretch out the field.
Who's
When you
that
don't have
player?
a big man,
Well, small question for you, because
we need
who's
a
that?
big man.
Who's that Chelsea player out on loan in Strasbourg? One banging in goals there.
Andrew
Who's that guy? What's his name?
Santos.
Santos. When's he ever going to play in the Chelsea team?
Next season, let's wait and see what's going to happen. I think he might be staying at Chelsea next season. But
What
who's
is his
going to leave?
position?
Huh?
What is his position? What is his ideal
Well,
position?
he can play many positions. He can be box-to-box midfielder. He can be only attacking midfielder. He can be in the number 10 position. I even saw them use him as a winger a little bit, but I wanna believe that he's a goal-scoring midfielder.
And what about bringing maybe Mason Greenwood from Marseille? Is that an idea?
You are trolling right now.
Oh, that would be nice.
You are
That would be
trolling
nice.
right now because
Greenwood will
That would be
Greenwood will kill
nice.
it at Chelsea.
you
Yeah,
are
man.
trolling. You
When
are
you
trolling.
mention names
Oh my god,
when
that would
people
be.
Nice.
mention
Oh my
names,
god, that would be nice.
The
I
problem
said
is
Rashford, Greenwood, all those
Greenwood.
guys, they can
Every
still perform at-
stadium in England, he's gonna be booed, and we know that people hate Chelsea. Everything we do is bad. It's gonna come, women abuser,
It's not gonna affect-
whatever. And they're gonna make it big. So stay away from Greenwood, please. Stay away from
No,
that.
but
So
it's
you
not
say
going
you
to make any difference. It's
Huh?
not going to affect his play. He's a professional. It's not going to affect his
It does.
play.
It does, bro.
But I swear, I swear
No, I don't
that
think so.
he didn't go to jail for that. I swear he went. He was what do I say? I swear he wasn't convicted.
Yeah, they dropped charges. It doesn't mean that he wasn't
Yeah,
convicted. The women that he did some. I still believe that the kid was ignorant. He was like 18 years old kid. Any of us here, how crazy we were in that age, right? And now they stay together. They have a kid together. They have a family together. But because of the society today, they want to cancel everybody.
they have a family together
Yeah, they have a family together, but people still
after what happened.
yeah, after what happened, they have a
Oh
kid.
my god.
Yeah, but hang on, Mr. Oaks. You said but the society is there, but society has changed. Have you forgotten that Donald Trump has been elected? So
That
even
is
though
another
50,
case, bro. That is
even with
another.
58,
You are taking you.
58 convictions, people still gave him a second chance. So that means
You are
society
changing
and
the
life has.
topic here. We are talking. We are changing the topic here.
No.
That is
It's similar because you're
no.
saying that he was not even convicted. This guy Greenwood and bogus charges, and people yet sentence him. But and this other guy, your POTUS there, POTUS, whatever they call the president, he was convicted on some 58 bogus charges, nonsense charges, and people said that we're not listening
And
to
that's
that
what I
nonsense.
said.
And,
What I'm not contradicting you.
Why shouldn't Greenwood be given a second chance?
What
Why
I'm
should
saying is there are levels of situation. This is the very high level, high court of money,
public opinion?
Money, power, influence, and everything. They can dictate everything they want. We're talking about football players here, so we don't want to get to the next level. You know, when you are successful in a certain level, not the Donald Trump and politician and all that, but when you make it to a certain level, you will see that many people want to cancel you and people want to talk bad things about you because negativity is gonna bring them money. So we're talking about somebody here who was a kid who beat a woman. It's not allowed. It's not, I don't recommend anybody. We don't condone anything.
Nope.
But what I'm trying to say is when they were kids having fun, something bad happened. But they're still together. They have a kid together. They have a family together. But the society that we are living today try to cancel everybody. Even Kalim Hassan-Odoi.
Wait. After all of that happened, like...
After all that happened, in every stadium in France, you have banners calling him word. I'm not going to say it on TV because you...
No, I'm asking you,
Yes.
After they had a family, after the controversy.
Yes,
is that
they
what
still
really
live
happened?
together. They live in Marseille together. They are
What
a couple. They have kids
hell?
together. But you go every single stadium in France, there is banners calling him word. I don't want to say the word here, calling him all kind of names because of what happened. So that is the society that we are living now.
Is he in the same situation as your friend Kylian Mbappe there with that business in Sweden?
That is another thing. You are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. But in today's generation, TikTok and internet, you are guilty as
Charged.
Soon as somebody said some crap about you, you are automatically guilty. And no matter what gonna happen, you are always guilty according to those people, because that's what people wanna talk about. It's drama. So when you give them an opportunity to make some drama about you, they're gonna milk it in every single angle. So I don't want my club to be subject. It's gonna look like, Chelsea sent Greenwood to do bad things to this, and Chelsea. So I don't want to get there. Okay, so let's even jump the topic. We have a game.
But the same guys, you're saying they'll boo. What are they doing nowadays to Cucurella? Every stadium they boo him as well. So there's always players which get booed in particular clubs. So that is just how it is. Banter fans are like that. They find your weakest link mentally. They think, okay, this guy is mentally weak, and they will attack him. The fans, hoping that he will make a mistake when the fans are booing enough and putting him under pressure. But that is just what they do. Fans, they will expose. They'll see, this guy from this team. We'll just sing songs about him. We'll put him under pressure and see if he cracks. Hopefully, he cracks and makes a mistake. And that's what happens, But they think that Cucurella is the weakest link. Cucurella, that guy's a fucking dog. He doesn't give a shit. He is strong mentally, very strong mentally. Obviously, physically, he's a beast. And so that's the wrong player to be booing. If you should be booing, if you were to choose in the Chelsea team, the weakest, in my opinion, the weakest links would be somebody, let's say, like, Colwill. He's a very, very sensitive guy. If I was an opposition fan, that's a guy who I would be singing songs about. Who probably put pressure with. I know he will crack. But somebody like, let's see, somebody like Cole Palmer, he will never crack. That guy's too cool. He doesn't give it. He's just from another planet. He's not even a human. If you look at, let's see, who else is there? Madueke is probably somebody very sensitive. You know, you could, I don't know, mention a few names. I'll tell you how I think they're mentally strong or weak or whatever. But they are fans. You know, fans are horrible. You know, fans are some of the songs. If you go YouTube, listen to the songs the fans sing. They are absolutely
I respect that. I understand
horrible.
what you mean, but they are normal banter, like you faked like a penalty, you got a wrong penalty, and the fans say that wasn't a penalty, and they give you hard time. And they are also
they sing
let me finish
personal
on
songs.
this. Let me finish on this. What I'm saying is there are other things that are beyond that are said. They are level and level of thing. If they accuse you of abusing a woman, that is getting another level, because women rule the world now. Everything you do now, I think you need even a contract to have to date a woman right now, because she can accuse you 20 years from now and say, back then I didn't like it. That day people are gonna just believe her. So we are in the society where you are guilty immediately. Period.
So
right?
So what you're saying?
That
What
is
you're saying?
Another level of like being mentally strong. Tottenham Hotspurs can throw whatever they want to Cole Palmer. He's laughing at them and score a cheapy one. You know, Panenka, boom, and laugh at you. That is a difference than somebody that people hate because of they accuse him, like let's say Benjamin Mendy, who was accused of women and stuff, and the judge kind of clear everything. He was innocent. But until now in France, you have organization of women. Every single game, they are giving him hard time and asking for justice. According to them, he's guilty no matter what. So that is another level. So there are level of banter, there are level of other stuff. So let's go and give me your starting 11 against Crystal Palace.
You're saying, but hang on, to finish up on your point. So what you're saying is that if I was still a young guy, I'm not a young guy anymore, if I was still in my 20s or whatever, if I go to the bar, if I go to the disco club or wherever, I pick up a girl who, okay, we agree, okay, let's go to wherever place and let's go and do the funky chicken. But before you do that, I must go and find a lawyer. A lawyer has to come there, has to witness. She has to sign, I have to sign, he has to sign, and then, okay, it's all done and dusted. This is now legal. Go ahead. You can now do the funky chicken. Is that what you're saying?
That is a funny thing to say, how this world, somebody can turn on you and say, because I had one glass of wine and I wasn't myself and this happened. That's why, in general, what I wanted to say is you have to be careful about those things. And especially when you are a public person, a football player or somebody known with money or whatever, because you might be accused of something that happened legally, but it depends on that person to change her mind for you to be accused and sent to jail. Neymar Jr., there was a girl that came from Brazil. She prepared cameras and everything, put cameras when like Neymar was sleeping, put cameras from every angle and whatever. And she started like punching Neymar and started a fight. And Neymar was defending himself and like pushing her and what you doing and what that. She went to Brazil to the court and say, Neymar did some sexual stuff to me and beat me up. You know what saved Neymar? Neymar also was smart because there were cameras everywhere. So you compare the story from the lady and the story from Neymar, and that was saved Neymar. Kalim Hasnadoy, certain girls came over and she tried to faint and say that she was, you know, some bad stuff happened to her. The police just check on her DMs and Instagram and photos and how she organized all that, how she planned all that. And then they were like, there is not even a case here. We can't even arrest this guy. So what I'm saying is, when you are a public guy, you are making good money, you have to be careful about those people that you're gonna date. But man, I'm tired of talking about that. Let's go back to football. If anybody want to give me the starting 11 against the Crystal Palace, if you are tired too and you want to go, that is your choice. You can leave. But if you still have some energy and you want to participate to the lineup, let's go and let's close the shop because I'm hungry. I have to eat the leftover. There are so much food right now in the house. I have just to warm food and eat. All right.
Lazy day. Lazy
Yeah,
day.
very lazy day. It's a public holiday. Went to the farm. There's a lot of leftover from parties and stuff. So
Is a working day tomorrow in America?
yeah.
Oh, good. Thursday and Friday.
People walk every day. Even today, there are people who are working and they get paid double though. But it is what it is. Let's go. Anybody?
So starting.
I'll start.
Okay. So before you start, I saw Reece James was on the bench the other day. Is he fully fit, or what is the situation?
With Reece James, you never know. He can be fully fit, and after a few minutes, no, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that. Yes, he's fully fit. I don't want to be negative.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So
Lavia.
Lavia is fit. He posted something on Instagram and Twitter today saying, "Guys, let me read to you. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. Let me find it very quickly. Basically, telling people that he's injury free for 2025. That's what he said.
Good news. Okay. Sorry, Mr. McKean. Sorry, interrupt you. Sorry.
No, that's okay. We missed him for the time he's been gone. It's hurt us a lot, man.
Mm-hmm. Carry on your starting 11. Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry.
Starting 11, McKean.
Jorgensen.
Jorgensen in goal. Okay.
Jorgensen.
Yes. Because whatever Maresca wants to do, it seems that Jorgensen can do it.
I just want you and not the manager. Your choice. This is not a
Maresca.
Yeah, your choice.
100% Jorgensen.
Okay.
Centre back, Disassi. Left centre back, Colwell. Right back, I'll have. Do you know what? Personally, to be very honest with you, I'd rather have a back three system because we're going up against Crystal Palace. So I'd have a right centre back, Disassi, middle Tosin, left centre back.
You want Disassi to be a right back.
No, right centre back.
Right centre back. In the back four in the back three.
Yeah, in the back three.
So who is gonna be the third person in the system?
You have Colwell on the left side.
Yeah.
And Tosin in the middle with height.
Tosin.
And yeah.
Oh wow. So Tosin and no Kukurea, right?
I think Oz is gone.
No, I'm not. I'm here. Yeah, I think you can't hear us. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
That is your choice. So back three. Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, let's go.
Yeah. So Sassy, Tosin, Colwell.
Okay.
That's my back three.
Mm-hmm.
Ahead of them, ideally, because since Lavia's fit, I'll have Lavia and Caicedo.
He's not, so don't even put him there. He claimed that he's fit, but just let's be realistic.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put the people that we know they have a chance to be there.
Okay. Because the thing is, Crystal Palace is probably one of the big names that we've got going on until February and March. So if he's gonna make a comeback, I think it's gonna be that game or the next game. So ideally, I would have Lavia and Caicedo there. But if he's gonna make his big comeback,
okay. So listen, I'm not gonna complicate your life. We're gonna put whoever you want. So Lavia and Caicedo. So we can speed a little bit because So Lavia and Caicedo, all right.
I have João Felix playing in front of them.
Joao Felix in front of them, all right.
Yeah, I'll have Palmer on the right hand side.
Right hand side, Palmer. All right.
Yeah. Have what's his name? Neto on the left side.
Neto on the left side. Okay.
Yeah.
You are just
At front I'd have what's his name? Mark Ugiri, because it's a physical
Mark
game
Gill,
and you need
not
someone.
Jackson. Mark Gill. All right.
No, yeah, yeah.
Mark Gill.
And
It's just
going
missing
back,
one. Who?
yeah. I think I might have to put Cucurella there.
Cucurella. All right. So what position are you
Yeah.
gonna really play Cucurella? Because you're going with back three. So Cucurella
Yeah,
complete like a back.
he can play where he was in the last game when he was booming down.
All right. So let me repeat what you just said. Cucurella, Levi Colwill, Tosin, and Badiashile. And then you go with...
No, not Badiashile.
Oh, Disasi. Why I always confuse them? Disasi, right. And then you
I don't know. We always do that. Fans always do that.
Lavia, because they sounds the same. They are brothers, right? They are like twins. They are from Monaco. So we have Lavia and Moises Caicedo. And just in front of them, you have Felix. And then front three, whatever position you put them, it's going to be Pedro Neto. It's gonna be Cole Palmer and then Mark Gill. What is your score prediction with your lineup that you just gave us?
If we play Enzo Fernandez, I think we're gonna win 2-1.
No, I'm just telling you your formation. You gave your thing
with this lineup.
Yeah, with your lineup.
I'm getting to it. Well, if we play Enzo, it's gonna be 2-1 because the lack of protection. If we play this lineup, I think we will win 3-1.
3-1 Chelsea Football Club. All right. Anything else you want to add before we say goodbye to you, my friend?
Actually, I changed it 3-0.
3-0 to Chelsea. Yeah. You have goal scorers. Yeah. Who's going to score?
Yeah.
Who's going to score? Give us your goal scorers.
In my ideal lineup, Mark Gill is scoring 2.
Mark Gill is scoring 2 goals.
And
okay.
Neto and Caicedo scoring 1 as well in my ideal lineup.
Yeah, sure. So Caicedo scoring 1 goal. Mark Gill is scoring 2 goals for the first time in the Premier League, of course, because he scored a hat-trick in the Conference League. Anything you want to add, my brother, before we say goodbye?
But realistically, the prediction, what I think of who's gonna score. If it's going to be 2-1 because of the Enzo lineup, I think it's going to be Jackson and maybe an on goal.
An on goal?
An on goal, yeah, and they're going to score 1.
So with a Maresca formation, you think we're going to concede an on goal? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 3-1 instead of 3-0 for Chelsea.
No, it'll be 2-1 with Maresca's lineup. My lineup.
Okay. With your lineup, 3-0. With Maresca lineup, 2-1 to Chelsea. On goal. Chelsea to score an on goal. All right, my brother. Thank you so much for helping. Happy New Year. And I will see you tomorrow. All right, let's go. People's Republic. Your lineup very quickly, my brother.
No, I don't know. But I definitely agree with Jorgensen in goal for sure.
Jorgensen in goal.
Colwell, Badiashile, Cucurella.
Badiashile is not there. He's injured.
Oh, okay. That's a shame. So now you give me a dilemma. So do I really want to play Tosin? I'm not playing Tosin. Who's the other central defender we have there?
We have somebody called Renato Vega.
I'm not. We are desperate for win.
Tosin and also and also remember your brother Disasi.
Okay. Then we're going for Tosin. Okay, Tosin, Colwill, and then Reece James has to play. He's a captain. It's about time he played and man up. So Reece James, Tosin, Colwill, Cucurella, and then midfield Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, obviously Cole Palmer, and we are playing Madueke on the right wing, and then we're going to go for Sancho on the left. Well, this is the strongest lineup, but we're desperate for a win. We must get 3 points. So the game there, 2-1 win, that lineup. And I was just thinking maybe Felix, but no, Felix will come in from the bench. So that's the best starting 11, in my opinion. But
can you repeat your lineup? You went like wow.
Yeah, but it's Reece James, Tosin, Colwell, Cucurella, the usual suspects, and then Caicedo and Lavia and Jackson, Madueke. What's my face here? What did I say? Pedro. Sorry, Sancho, not Pedro. Sancho. And then, am I going to play Jackson? Jackson's out of form, so I might have to drop him. I'll put Mark Guehi. That's right. I forgot. Mark Guehi instead of Jackson. Jackson, he needs a rest. He needs to think out what he wants to do.
Okay, so no Felix, but it's going to be...
No Felix. Felix will be on the bench. Felix misses too many chances. So Felix will bring him as a joker. And Felix and Nieto is both as jokers.
Your score prediction with your lineup?
2-1. Yeah, lucky 2-1, but hard fought 2-1.
Okay, lucky, hard fought. All right.
Yeah. It won't be easy. It's going to be a dogfight. They've got to go back to basics. They've got to go back to being humble. They've got to go back to fight. They've got to go back to the knowing that 3 points. It don't just come just because you're being successful in other games and whatever. Now you got to go back and discover yourself and see. Okay, this is the Premier League. Every game you have to fight for it. You have to. The manager must put in this killer winning mentality. None of this wishy-washy. No. We want this killer back to the killer mentality. We won't accept a draw. 3 points,
okay,
even though
3 points.
Yeah. So yes,
I respect that, my brher. I respect that.
Yes.
Anything else you wanted to say before you leave?
No. Just Happy New Year to everybody, and God bless, and all the best for 2025, both for your family and your work and everything else. So
and, you didn't say anything about my cat and dogs, but it's okay.
What cat and dogs?
All right. Okay, let's go. King of Kings, Mr. Andrew. What do you think about the game? Give us your starting 11.
I'd go for Cucurella on the left.
Yes, sir.
Levi Colwell. Tosin and Gusto on the right.
Gusto on the right. Okay.
That's right, yeah, Gusto. Yeah. Caicedo and Fernandez.
Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. All right.
Enzo Fernandez, yeah. I keep Madueke on the right and put
Madueke on the right, yes.
Yeah, and put Neto on the left.
Neto from the left-hand side.
Left-hand side, yeah. And Jackson up top.
Jackson in front. You didn't tell us the number 10 position. It's gonna be Palmer, right?
Palmer, yeah. Sorry, Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer.
I know there seems to be a rapport between Madueke and Palmer, so I like that.
Yeah,
and even
that is a very good choice. What do you think about the score prediction with your lineup here?
Oh, well, I messed it up the other day, innit? So I don't know what to say.
You didn't say Guehi. You said Jackson, right?
Jackson. That's
Jackson, not Guehi. All right. What is your score prediction?
And I'd go with 3-1.
3-1 Chelsea. Did you say Jorgensen or Robert Sanchez?
No. Sorry, I wanted Sanchez back in goal.
Sanchez in the team. All right. 3-1 Chelsea. Who's gonna score?
3-1 Chelsea.
Who's scoring?
Jackson, Palmer.
Jackson, 1 goal. Palmer, 1 goal, and another goal from where?
And I'm hoping
Madueke.
I'm hoping Madueke.
Noni Madueke to score. All right. Jackson.
Yeah.
Palmer and Noni Madueke to score. All right, my brother. Yeah, anything else you wanted to add before we let you go? Relax a little bit because you walked last night.
Yeah, just wish you a fantastic new year, and please enjoy your lovely leftovers there. Don't eat too much.
Yeah, man.
Otherwise, you
I have
won't be
to
able
be
to get off the
careful. Yeah.
couch. Okay? Be careful.
I have a lot of
All
leftover.
right. God's
bro.
blessings to you and all your family. Yeah.
Thank you so much, my brother, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are back again. We're gonna finish with Mr. Victor, but let me start by Mark. Give me very quickly your lineup, your score predictions, and empty your pocket everything you forgot to say. Let's go. Starting 11 against Crystal Palace.
I will go for Sanchez. There is no two ways about that.
Okay, Sanchez in goal.
In goal, I will get two inverted, left and right back. So I'll go for Caicedo for tomorrow as a right back, and Cucurella as a left back.
Caicedo as a right back. Okay, that's interesting.
You'll be inverting into the midfield to save the situation. And Cucurella, another inverted left back.
All right.
And I will go for Cowell and Disasi. Disasi has the same height as Mateta, so you need somebody who can match Mateta with
the size. Okay.
Yeah. Then I'll put Enzo and Lavia in the center so that Cucurella and Caicedo can come in when they need to. So obviously, I don't think Crystal Palace will be operating from the wing so much. But if you have Cucurella tormenting this guy, what is his name? Eze. Let him be on Eze all the time. You don't have to give him the opportunity because that guy, he can score from a range. So you want Cucurella to torment him. Let him stay on him all the time. You want Disasi to be on, Mateta. And if the need arises, Caicedo can also step in to stop him.
Yes.
And that will be completing for the midfield and the defense. So when you go to the attack, I would prefer to use Madueke on the right.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'll go for Neto on the left because I know Madueke and Neto, they are sometimes direct and they are not going to waste that much time. And I'll put Palmer and Jackson to complete the list.
Okay. What is your score prediction?
If all things being equal, I'm expecting to go with a slim margin, either 2-1 or 1-0. But I feel like it will be 2-1.
Be specific, 2-1.
2-1, yeah, in favor of Chelsea.
Do you have any goal scorer?
Goal scorer. Disasi is going to get a header tomorrow.
Disasi is going to score a header and shush people, right? Like tell people to zip it and not criticize. All right.
And Kopama is going to score another banger.
Okay, top bin. So Disasi header and Kopama top bin, right?
Yep.
All right, my brother. And for Crystal Palace, it's gonna be Mateta Palace, or Eze, right?
It's going to be Eze.
Eze. All right.
Yeah.
And we are lucky because Chaluba is not gonna play against us. He can't play against his parent club. So yeah, we are relieved on that. Okay, empty your pocket, my brother. You wanted to say anything before we move to Mr.
I would
Ba?
like to wish everybody a happy new year, and I hope 2025 will bring a lot of smiles.
Yes,
and
sir.
It's going all the way to get the Premier League and the World Cup that is coming to America. And I hope we will meet some of you guys in some of the games.
Yeah, and probably Atlanta, Georgia or something. I can't really promise you.
That we can all go to some of the games in MetLife Stadium.
You know what I'm thinking, right? The day that I will go and meet you and meet Aziz, we have to go and play football one-on-one. So I can see how good you are. Because you give me hard time here. We have to play.
Which state you live in? You live in Kentucky, right?
Yeah, I'm in Kentucky. Yeah.
One of these summer, I will drive all the way to Kentucky.
No problem, bro. No problem. Come. I'm in the countryside, the big house. You don't have to reserve any hotel or anything. You're gonna feel at home, bro. You're gonna feel at home. Come hang out with the Blue Army, and let's play football and let's put those video on YouTube so people can laugh at you. They can laugh at how you got destroyed by the almighty
anybody
Oaks.
coming from the motherland, Ghana to be specific, you start playing at the age of 2 years, socks ball and all those.
Bro, you gonna go down. You gonna go
we
down.
play.
I promise you going down. I tell you. People will laugh at you because that is gonna be my intro. My intro is gonna be humiliating you. So that you gonna be humiliated.
Trust
okay,
me, if Maresca see my video, he'd be like, "Who the heck is this guy? I need him."
Todd Bowley is gonna buy you. You know, Todd Bowley buys everybody that have a good YouTube video. Listen, brother, take some rest, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay?
Sure, bro.
All right. Blessings. Mr. Victor Bar, close the shop. Empty your pocket. Empty your pocket if you wanna give your starting 11. If you forgot to say about something, empty your pocket, close the shop, and we are out here.
Okay. I just maybe my lineup will be appropriate right now. What's it called? We will start with Sanchez. We will go with left back, Cucurelas, and center back. We are pairing Cowell and I think I like Tosin better, but he has been very sluggish for me. So I'll move along with everybody else and
you go with Disasi instead of Tosin
there.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the right back, I will go with what's it called, James.
James.
Really want him. I want him to play. I mean, if he's ready and he's come back,
you need to play.
Even though he passes back the same way everybody does. But who else are you going to go to? The midfield, I want Lavia and Caicedo. I don't want Enzo anywhere near that midfield.
Okay.
And then I'll go with the top three. The 10 will obviously be Palmer, and then the top three will be Jackson. I still think Neto dribbles too much. His head is too low. He doesn't cross enough. So I will prefer always somebody else before I go to him.
So you go with Sancho and Madueke?
I will go with Madueke and Sancho to start with a keen interest in bringing on and trying to find a way to bring on Nkunku and
Felix.
Felix sometime in the second half. If we haven't scored by the time the first half ends, I'm changing it. I'm not waiting until the 5 minutes or so. I'm changing it in 65 minutes.
The manager always wait until 3 minutes.
The latest I will go is 60 to 65 minutes, and then they can come in and give you, because our changes don't make any impacts this year. So this will be the lineup. I do not believe that we can. I think the confidence has been shaken. And you can call me a pessimist or somebody. I think our confidence.
That is your opinion. Nobody's gonna judge you. Everybody got an opinion here. You are free to say whatever you want.
I think that we will squeak back with a draw if we score first. But if we don't score first, this Chelsea, I mean, I don't know. We went to Spurs and had a miracle, and it's possible, but this is not Spurs. Spurs plays in an open way. They have a high line. You can go behind that. These are the teams, when they score and they want to protect it, Chelsea begins to really want.
So we have to score first.
So
we have to be clinical.
We have to score first to even be there. So we'll see how it goes. So when is the game? And this is a away game, right?
Yeah, and that stadium is hell on earth. It's a small stadium. The fans are on top of you, so you can feel the energy from the crowd, right? That stadium, oh my Lord.
Yeah, and if we are going there, and when is the game again?
I think it's on Saturday or something. Let me double check. Yeah. It's on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, right now we cannot afford to make any more mistakes, otherwise we'll drop. Newcastle is really on our heels, and we're only 3 points ahead. So we went from being 4 points ahead of Arsenal to them being 4 points ahead of us now.
So it's on Saturday, 10 o'clock Eastern time. So you can calculate what time it's gonna be in your location. Yeah.
So it's just not good enough, and I really hope we don't drop any more points, because the least that this team can do, with almost half of the games played that you were second, the least you can do is stay at least in the top 4. And if we don't manage to do that, that will be a disaster. Like I said yesterday, it's best to start from 10th than to be pulled into 10th. It's much more demoralizing. But that's where we're gonna be. I hope this is the team he goes with, but this manager,
This manager, I think he's gonna complicate everything. He's gonna play people out of positions, and then he's gonna say, "Oh, we played good because we played the best defense in the world. Look at they drew a game against Wolves." That's what I don't like. Those kind of interview. At the end of the day. And there's no excuse not to win this game. In my opinion, we have to go there. Arsenal actually went there and beat them 5.
Yeah. But
5, right?
Arsenal runs with the ball. We don't. When we get the ball, a team that was sickened at the time that we started weakening, we get the ball and then the center backs are standing on it and throwing their hands in space. You telegraph to the audience, to the people that you don't know what you're doing. Now, if you're able to run with the ball, they move back because they get scared of you and anybody can score. And also, in terms of goals, the only reason why we are successful is if Palmer doesn't perform, others are. That is the only way, because if the Enzos and the rest don't contribute to the goals and the wingers are not contributing to the goals, and you depend on only Palmer, and Palmer has to come and start the attack, and he has to also be the one who is scoring these beautiful goals for us. It's a difficult team to understand, especially when Jackson, is only better when the ball is in front of him. He doesn't stand on the ball very quickly. He gets very shaky, and you have to provide him 5-6 chances before he scores one.
Okay, so I forgot to ask you this question. If you have to choose one key position, I'm not talking about you giving me a name. You can give me a name if you have one. But like in January, if you are given a chance to reinforce this team, give me one position that you will reinforce.
Center back.
Center back.
Center back that is much better astute in starting an attack. I would say midfield, but it's a disgrace for me to sit here and say Chelsea Football Club needs a midfield player. That's what is sad about it. But the ones we have are not good enough. They are not good enough. But it is hard because you spend almost £300 million in that midfield. If you think about Lavia, and you think about even Drewsbury that he brought with him, who doesn't get to play. He's 50 already. So he alone and Lavia is 100, and then you have the two others that are 100 each. So that just these 3-4 players are £300 million. And that is hard for you to say, let's go spend more money, even though we know that any of these 3 or 4 are not necessarily effective. And one is prone to injury in Lavia, whom I think is much more effective because at least he brings more strength and you can't pass him by easily. And Enzo is very much of a weakling. He is a passer of the ball in long ranges because he cannot hold on to the ball. He will lose it. And he cannot tackle. So he's there only to help with the attack. And he's not necessarily a straight shooter. He doesn't score off the park like a midfielder who scores like Lampard and other players that we've had. So you are in trouble because that's the area you need more strength. That's why everybody is talking about Ujuchukwu to come in and at least every now and then pair them with one of these guys, and then know that let these guys know that we need strength and if you don't have even that, right, you have to be smart on the ball. And I think the IQ is where we are deficient. We don't have players in there that knows what to do with the ball even before they get it. So that's why they always go to the safest way of doing, passing the ball back or to the side, which is all of them, except for maybe Lavia. And sometimes, he uses his body to turn the ball around and then move along with them. But the rest of them, Caicedo and the rest, they are all about get and pass. Now, you would say that is some of the homework of the people that play 6, especially if you're in pivot. No. But we've seen so many times when Kante will get the ball and run at people. And then because everybody thinks he's going to pass, he keeps running and he sometimes goes and scores. So that turnaround thing. And now, I'll tell you, Kante was not necessarily a giant in the midfield, but he will use his IQ to dispossess you anytime. And you need only one of those. The other person who's a pivot should go and help the attack every now and then. And Enzo is not necessarily a helper. He gets the ball and he looks around and wants to give you these beautiful passes, which always doesn't end because we don't have wingers that are strong enough to take on these defenders. Our wingers can run, but their heads are so low. Neto is very, very much a dribbler. He's not a passer. He's not a crosser. What's it called? Madueke is a selfish brute, and he always wanna go and score because when you score, you get a chance to be picked again. And on the other side, Sancho is great, is good as a, but he's small. That's why he's not be successful in the Premier League. You know, he's so small that the defenders, and that matters unless you are exceedingly quick and smart as a winger with his size. You cannot succeed in the Premier League because all the defenders are tough and giant like, and they won't let these midgets walk around them with the ball. So you have to be tough to break in with your game. And tell me one winger in the team in his team that does well is, you go to Arsenal. Saka does well, but Saka is very strong. And he knows how to dribble and how to cross. Look at most of the goals that Arsenal, he has the number 1 or 2 assists in the Premier League. Because it's not only about him scoring. He can dribble and then also take you to the very end of the line and cross the ball. Our players either don't cross, or they are selfish, they want to score themselves, or they dribble too much, our wingers. So these are some of the things that whenever I chip in, I always say, this is the responsibility of the coach, to sit down and compare and contrast what makes a player successful in the Premier League, knowing the opponents you face every week in and week out. How are their defense shaped? Who is going to, and I'm sure they think about those things, but those are very important things. So anyway, I don't want to keep you. I know you have to go and eat. So what I'm going to say is that if we go in there into that den, that small den in Palace, and we don't score first, it's going to be a problem, because our players are really, really, like somebody said earlier on, they are complacent. They get they are not going to score 5-6 goals all the time, even when the opportunity is there, because they like to take the ball and stay with it and pass among themselves. That's football for them. It's not going out there and really bullying and pressuring the opponent so much so that you can murder them in the first half before you even go to the second half and relax. This last 8 games that we won, there were only 2 or 3 games that we as fans were very relaxed when we were watching the game. Very relaxed, because we knew that we have won, and the rest is how many we're going to score. But we have the talent. So you don't want to be on tenterhooks all the time. Then it means that every game you play, the opponent is always in the game. The Arsenal today, 3-1, done and dusted, even though they came from behind. But Chelsea, when we have to come from behind, it's very rare. That's why we're also happy when we beat Spurs, because we came from behind. But that spirit is not there, not because of one game. I know they are fourth, they've won more games than they've lost, but I think something may have been touched. So this coming game is very important. And we did say that about Ipswich, and we were more confident because of the history of Ipswich. But Crystal Palace is not an easy game. So if we are able to win that, knowing Chelsea, we will go and win the much more difficult games, and the easier games we will flop. So maybe we'll win this, but I'm hoping for a draw. I'll catch up with you next time you come on. All right.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. Love and peace to the family, and I will see you next time. Everybody, we are out, and I will come back tomorrow. Put your notification on. Go on the Green Turf YouTube channel and GFC YouTube channel. Watch some more exciting videos over there. God bless you again. Don't drink and drive. Drive safely. Enjoy your time, and I'll see you next time.